live. It says it is super quick in that capacity. Not so much loading the chat. It popped up really fast on my phone.
Okay. All right.
That is totally different than last night. So maybe StreamYard's got its stuff together.
Maybe StreamYard likes you and doesn't like me.
I don't think so, Jason. I don't think that it can tell the difference. But hello, I see that there's 24 people here watching. Hello, 24 watchers.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you guys for being here tonight. I just see a couple people in the chat so far. So if you are watching, do say hello, say something down in the chat. The very first person that I see that is here is Diane. Hello, Diane. Good to see you. And then Jason's mom is second in the chat.
Hey, Mom.
And I'm seeing some comments coming now.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. And there's Lisa. Hello,
Hi,
Lisa. I know we can't wait to share everything because my goodness, my car wasn't quite as full as these two, as Bill and Jason's car were. So I could actually still see out my back window.
Yeah.
But I don't know about Bill.
I think Bill
was like, I could barely see out of the windshield. So, hello, Shannon. Good to see you. And Les is here. Hello, Les. And Timmy, I don't know what happened with the storms last night. She was typing in the chat last night that she was looking out the window and it was like yellow. The sky was like super weird. I never got to see that. But I did see like all of the limbs and stuff were down. There were some streets that were flooded in Muskegon that's on the lake. They had like flooding, like major flooding last night. So crazy storms came through last night, but the sun's out today and it's like 100 degrees. So
yeah, it feels like an oven.
I know it's hot. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. And I see Shanna. Hi, Shanna. Good to see you. Karen Lord. Hello, Karen. Hello. Spark Joy in Life has joined us tonight. And Philomena from Down Under. Hello, Philomena.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can't wait to share it. I know, like, when our last day of shopping, we were sitting at dinner and we we're like, should we do separate hauls? Should we just film videos of everything? And we're like, no, we got to share everything together. So we kind of all collectively decided this would be more fun. So if you haven't noticed, Bill is not here. Bill has a live sale on Instagram. He might be wrapping it up right now, but as soon as Bill is done with his sale and gets his desk area reset, he will join us. So as soon as he's done and ready, he'll just pop on at some point. So it's just going to be Jason and I for a little bit, and then Bill's going to join us a little bit later. So who else popped in here? I see Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hello, Christine. Hi.
And my mama Pam jumped in, and John just popped up. Hello, John. Yes. So we have so much fun stuff. I don't know where to start tonight. Usually I have a game plan of like where to start so I don't forget stuff, but I didn't do that today because it's just everywhere. And I know Jason has created himself an obstacle course with all of his finds in the basement. So I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll roll with it. It's fine. We have a lot of stuff to show you.
Yeah.
That is for sure. And Gina, hello, Gina.
Hi, Gina.
All right. So I don't know. Jason, do you want to go first?
Well, for those, let's set up what we're doing. Let's tell everybody what we did, just in case someone isn't familiar with what occurred. This past weekend, Amie and her lovely mother, myself and Tina and GardenguyBill, we all met up outside of Pittsburgh. I think we were in Cannonsburg. I think, if I recall, it's kind of
all over the place. We were in the burbs.
Yes.
Of Pittsburgh.
Can I just tell you how disappointed I am to come back and find out that Cannonsburg is the home of Perry Como, and I didn't even go look it up.
What?
I didn't even go see. No. So next time we do the Pittsburgh trip, I got to be like Misty for Liberace. I got to go find Perry Como's
There could have been like a mural or something that we could have.
There has to be. There has to be something. Hello, Miss Karen.
How did we not know that? We dropped the ball.
I walk with my neighbor a couple times a week, and he's originally from Pittsburgh, and we were discussing stuff and naming different towns that we were all in. And I said, we were in Cannonsburg, and he just said, oh, that's the home of Perry Como. And I thought, That's right. I remember hearing that a long time ago because right over the line then in like Zionsville, that's where Dean Martin is from, that area. So
I'm pretty sure we went to at least one antique place in Canonsburg,
yeah, I'm
if I
sure we
remember
did.
correctly.
I'm sure we did.
So, well,
So,
dang.
well,
Next
and
time.
for those of you that don't know, we all met up. Amie set up this great agenda. She had a schedule for us. We got to as many places as we could. So we all three sourced, we all three filmed, and we had a good time. And then we thought, what we would do is to promote some of the things that we might be selling in upcoming sales, and also to share with you what we may have bought for ourselves. We thought it would be a great idea to go live and share our haul. So
Well, and
thanks
then I
again.
will say that Jason had been to Pittsburgh, but just like a couple tiny spots before.
Yeah.
So, and I had never been to Pittsburgh before. Well, no, I had a craft show in Pittsburgh many years ago, but not vintage
Right.
stuff. And I don't believe Bill had ever been there before.
No.
So it was kind of unknown territory, but the amount of antique stores, thrift stores, vintage stores was just, it was kind of overwhelming because I was like, how do I pick where we go? So we're trying to whittle it down to 5 or 6 stores for us to try and get to in a day. And I don't think there was any day that we got to all of the places, just because some were larger than we were expecting, or we spent more time somewhere. So we definitely didn't get everywhere that we wanted to go. So, I mean, we could go back and go every other place that we didn't get to go, and new places, and we probably still wouldn't see it all. So
you're right. Let me tell you guys, if any of you get a chance to ever visit Pittsburgh, I'll tell you, it's a very gorgeous, very clean town, especially with the 3 rivers that run through it. Even the parkway that we traveled on with the tunnels and things that they had by the city. It's a gorgeous city. So if anyone ever gets the chance to travel to the western part of my home state, Pennsylvania, please do it, because I actually regret not getting there sooner and enjoying it more. So it's gorgeous.
Who else did I see? I saw Karen popped in here. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
And there is Gavin.
Grady Grupo, you got it.
Who else popped? I saw, Deanna popped in here. Hi, Deanna. Hope you are doing good, Deanna. Well, what I was going to say was that we didn't get a lot of filming in because we had so much time, because the stores were only open. They weren't open early and they weren't open late. So we had like a short window of time, but then driving distance between some of the places was sometimes close to a half hour. And depending on if we hit traffic or not, that was another reason why we didn't really make it to all the places. And I think consecutively, we all got one video. Just for the sake of time, we didn't have the time to do it. I think like to really see it and experience and get to enjoy things and take your time, you really need a week.
You do. You
really do.
Yep. And Amie, John brought up a good point. There is a really, really fun
museum. I did
downtown.
see that on the map. Map, but like it's not open. The hours are so funky for it, which I guess for Andy Warhol makes sense. But for us to go visit it, didn't.
Then the gardens, we were going to try to go to the gardens out there.
Gardens. I know. It's the same thing. It was like, dang, we need another day just for like sightseeing stuff. So
Les, I got to tell you, the traffic was not that bad, especially being an Eastern Pennsylvania boy. When you go into Philadelphia, and if y'all are familiar with Philadelphia, I was actually telling Bill and Amie, there's a highway called the Schuylkill Expressway. You literally take your life into your hands when you're driving that around Philly. We were out there on a Thursday, clearing to the weekend, and I'll tell you, it was okay getting around the city. There was some areas where there was
I don't think we hit any like major traffic jams or anything like that. No. I think the most time that we spent in traffic was just trying to turn left somewhere because there was so much traffic. That was pretty much it. But no traffic jams really.
No, so, I mean, and with that being the Steel City, when I spoke with my neighbor, he said that with all the steel mills out there, they used to have back in the 50s to the 70s a pollution problem. But when they started cleaning that up and fixing it, I got to tell you, the city's a doggone nice city. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. All right, Jason, do you want to kick us off with something? Well, I already know what I'm starting with. So
I'm going to start out with the lovely gifts that I was gifted from you, because they warm my heart. And if I was going to be an Easter display or an Easter decoration, I would want to be styrofoam.
Of
So,
course you would.
gang, the lovely Enamor Amie gifted me 2 gorgeous pieces of styrofoam. This little guy right here. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw him. And yes, he is made by a factory. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. He's not a handmade, but I guess he is handmade because he was handmade in a factory. So this super cute little kitschy bunny, which you guys will see next year in my Easter display. And then what I love is that Amie found me one of the little one of the little ducks. Usually I always call these like the little Easter ducks. I have one in pink and I have one in yellow. Now I have a white one. So Amie, thank you so much with the little millinery flower right there. So they are going to have a good home. They're going to be playing poker downstairs and gambling with the other styrofoam pieces I have until they come out for next year's display.
I think you have the most vintage styrofoam pieces out of anybody that I've seen.
I'll take that as a win. If I go down in the community of being the styrofoam guy, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. That's a win.
Okay. So what I want to show first, and I'm going to leave us like this here on the screen instead of switching it back and forth. Cool. And then when Bill pops on, he'll be underneath and we'll all be on the screen together. So the first thing that I want to show you guys, if you saw my picture on Instagram, I think I put it on my community tab too. I found a full unopened Mrs. Leland's Butter Bits tin. And oh yeah, the candy's in here. And there's Mrs. Leland. There she is.
She's such a sweetheart. She's such a nice
sweet
lady.
Old lady. Yes, Mrs. Leland. And it's in this awesome Christmas tin. I found this on the way. Like Mom and I stopped to stretch our legs, I think like right before the border of Pennsylvania. So it's in Ohio somewhere. We stopped at the only antique place that was open. And wouldn't you know, I would find some butter bits that have not been opened. So this tin is from 1961, you guys. That's how old. And it's heavy. Like if I did some arm curls with this thing, look at a workout. So it comes with this down here on the bottom, this tab right here. It came with this key. And you stick it in like a metal tab, and then you kind of open it like a can of sardines. And I can't remember. I think Tina took a video of me opening the can. Yeah. So I will say that we were all kind of shocked what was on the inside here. We've been wondering for months now, what the heck does a butter bit look like? None of us know. We know the ingredients, but we don't know what it looks like. So the tin, when you open it, has like this tissue paper on the top, but none of us were ready for what was in here. I was not at all. So look at this, you guys. It's like pillow candy. And there's some that have like a chocolatey kind of filling, and then there's some that have like a fruit jelly kind of filling. And I will say that the smell is not very good. Holding it next to my nose right now is not very good. But Jason, bless his heart, he licked one.
I did. Somebody had to be the little kid in the group, so I figured it would be me. So yes.
Yeah. I mean, it looks brand new, like it, from 1961. Like it survived a really long time. But I am gonna throw it in the trash. And no more. But ooh, they're stinky. My whole room smells stinky now. But yes, and I'm gonna be doing something crafty with the tin, something Christmas crafty on this awesome tin. But it was fun just to learn to see what was in there. So
only my son. Yes,
otherwise we would never know, right?
And I didn't say it when we were together, but my grandma used to get those candies at Christmas. I only recognized them once we saw them. So I have had those, and it's like a cocoa on the inside.
We see you, Les.
Yep.
You're here.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're back, Les.
Yes. So I couldn't wait to get like where we were all together so we could open the tin together and see what was in there, because we've been dying to know for months. John, you really want the vintage candy? You're going to shellac them. I mean, John, I can make that happen. If you really want them, I will send them to you. Without the tin, though. I can send them to you, but ooh, I don't know. That smell. I don't know if I can prepare you for that smell. Hello, Laura. Good to see you, friend. Yes. Guys. So, yeah, Jason did not get sick after licking the vintage butter bits, which I'm happy for, but I wouldn't recommend eating them. Who knows?
No. But they still
So
tasted like what they looked like. Like it did. It had like a strawberry, like I guess it was like a fruity kind of flavor on it. It did. It did. Yep. Yep.
uh, what you got next,
All
Jason?
right. So I'm going to start with actually the first thing I found out there, and it's weird, and this is for my collection. So y'all know that that me and Tina collect Christmas stuff, but then we really collect Easter right after that. It's like Easter and Valentine's are tied. So Magpie Ethel turned me on to this. You either love Magpie or you hate her, and you only hate her because she has everything that you want. So Magpie Ethel collects these, and ironically, when I saw her post, maybe it was last year, it took until this year and I found a few. So back in the day, and actually I can elaborate on these a little bit more. So back in the day, they would blow the eggs out. So that's actually a real egg. They would dry it, and then they would decorate these. Hello, Tina. She's probably up there showing the nieces and nephews that their uncles live on YouTube. Hello, everybody. So actually in a book that I got today, I was reading that they would make these and they would use these as cake toppers. So that's what these were. It was part of the confection that they would do. So I have to tell you, please don't judge. I have a feeling, I don't know, we think this might be real hair that they used. I got a feeling that might be real hair, but they would blow the egg out, dry it, and then they would decorate it. And it's this cool little like 1930s, 1940s girl with a little pill cap on. So she'll go with my collection. I'm happy she made it home because, like I said, they are an eggshell that, the inside's been blown out and dried. So they are fragile. And the fact that lasted and ended up at the antique mall and then So, yep. Collect the weird.
That was from the very first place that we went to, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yep.
I don't have a clue where to start today. I really don't. I have a lot of Christmas, so we'll start with something Christmas.
It's always good with Christmas, Amie. It's always good.
This guy. So I don't know if Cheryl is here, Treasures by the Sea, but I had the same snowman last year before Christmas time, and Cheryl actually had the same snowman as a kid. So I was happy that she got the one that I had, but I couldn't believe that I found another one. And this is actually his original scarf, because I remember that the other one that I had the same scarf. But I love his little earmuffs. He's got a little rubber hat. He's got his little pipe, the googly eyes, and he's got little pom-pom buttons. He's just so cute. I love him. He's very happy. He's a jolly, happy soul. That's for sure. So I was happy with him. He's a little, this white fur.
I love it.
There's no way that you can ever find anything like this that isn't pristine, but I think he's pretty good. He doesn't have any holes or anything wrong with him. So, and I love his little wavy hand. Oh, he's so cute. So I have a lot of Christmas to show, and I think we all have.
We do
a lot of Christmas to show.
We do.
So.
And that was at the Miller's Crossing, wasn't it? Wasn't that at Miller's Crossing? Because it was the one.
So, gosh, I can't remember.
I think
some of the stuff I remember where it came from, but most of the stuff I don't.
Well, if you guys saw my post on Instagram of the cart shot where we honestly filled 2 carts full of Christmas between the 3 of us. That tested our friendship, because I'm not kidding you guys. It literally was a booth full of vintage Christmas. And what happened was me and Tina had went one way, Bill went one way, and Amie and her mom went another. And literally as we turned the corner, we found it. And then I was like, oh my God. So I tried to call Amie.
He called me on the phone. He's like, where are you guys at? Where's Bill? You guys need to come up to the front. Yeah. We found Christmas land.
Yeah. And literally
on our way.
And apparently this woman is so known, the dealer, we didn't meet her, but I was told from the owner, so known for her Christmas that when she stocks her booth, she has to rope it off because people are trying to grab stuff while she's stocking. So with all that said, that's where Amie, and the snowman, yours will be for sale in probably a few months, right? Okay.
Yes. Now, he will probably make an appearance early November, probably.
Now, guys, I got a snowman in that booth too. Now, I don't know if
yours.
I don't know if mine's going to be for sale. So y'all may hate me after this haul because I might be saying, I'll be honest, we went out more to buy for ourselves than we did resale. So, but right now, I think this guy's going to stay with me. He does have his original box. He's a Gund. He is a Gund and has his little original tag on him. And he even has his original pipe and his little broom, and he's just adorable. And like Amie said, you know, the white discolors a little bit, but I like that. So, yeah, this little guy, you're going to stay with us for a little bit.
And the box is cool too.
Yes,
the original box, it's cool.
Yes, I didn't bring the box, but I will say, guys, we are subscribing to the one in and one out. So if this little fella's staying, I do have a nice snowman collection. So probably in an upcoming Christmas sale that me and Amie and Bill, or me and Amie, or wherever we do it, there might be another snowman coming, but I think this one might stay. But he might change his mind, and he might say, "Hey, Jason, I want to go live with somebody else." So we'll bring him. He's in good condition.
Well, anybody that wasn't here last Christmas season, like I'm talking actual like Christmas season leading up to Christmas, what we brought out for Christmas in July is not the good stuff. We have some really good stuff coming in the later part of the year. I will say that much. Yes. Jason and I look for the best of the best that we can possibly find, and we usually tend to save it towards the holiday season. So yeah, I can't wait. Christmas is the best. Well, hello, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine.
And Kim Tucker snuck in there too. Cousin Kim Tucker.
Hello, Tucker.
Yes.
Hello, Kim.
It's me. It's my turn. Okay.
Yes.
I'll start with this guy. I did find some deer out and about. So this is that kind of like composite ceramic paper mache kind of material is what he's made out of. I've not seen this before. It is a bank. Really good shape. I think he's really, really cute. I love the detail. I just like the colors in him because the eyes are orange. Really makes me think fall on that piece, but he's pretty cute. I'm not gonna keep him. I will pass him on. I collect very specific deer. Like I'm trying to not, my collection used to be much, much larger than it is now. So I'm trying to not keep all the deer that I run across. But he was cool. So I will be passing him on at some point. Hello, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
Hello.
All right. So these also came from that epic Christmas booth. These will be for sale. So these will be for sale when we have our next Christmas sale. So they're actually old stock. They're the Santa picks. But let me hold up one at a time. Get the glare off. My God, they're pink. And I have never seen these before. They're flocked. They're pink and the red as the beard. I'm here for it. And they have their original. I'm pretty sure it's a Hong Kong. Yeah, made in Hong Kong. So I have two of them. So these will be coming to one of our next Christmas sales. So make sure you're following all of us so that you know. But I think these are really, really good. And I've never seen them before. And if y'all love,
see the pink ones.
I got to see while we're talking here to see if they glow. So let's see if they glow. Oh my God, do they glow? Oh my God, let's see how it should look. Can you guys see
it's
how
Disco Santa
like that?
Right
oh my God, you guys look how it glows.
Yeah,
through.
You could land a plane with them. You could stand out on the runway with both of them and like.
God, I could land planes with them.
Yeah.
Come on in, Santa. Come on in, Santa.
Oh my.
Yes. So I screamed when I found these. So these are in all the years I've never seen those. So they will be coming to a sale.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll stick with Christmas because we can just.
It is, Gavin.
All right. So this guy, I had something very similar to him for Christmas in July. I had one of these roly-poly stuffed Santas that is musical. So he does have the bass there. He plays Jingle Bells, I think. Yeah, Jingle Bells. But this is the older version than the one that I had before because his beard is actually rabbit fur. It's super soft.
It's adorable.
And he has like a vinyl kind of rubber face on him. Really good shape, and he works. He has little felt feet sticking there out the front.
Little nubbins.
Love him.
I love the little nubbins on them.
The little nubbin feet. Yeah, very cute. So he was fun. Yeah, these are the only two plush things that I got both Christmas. So.
Well, Amie, I better show these before Bill shows up because I still feel like Bill was giving me the evil look because we found these in that Christmas booth.
Well, I may have been too. So.
These little guys,
Those
y'all
are
are going to have to wait because I don't know if they're staying or they're leaving. As of right now, they're staying, but I don't know if they're staying or leaving. So the first guy is this guy. He's a little gnome elf.
that face.
Look at the beard. The beard's
He,
blue. I got a blue beard, Amy, and I'm huffing and I'm puffing and I'm gonna blow your chimney in, like, and in pink.
he's amazing, and I
So,
love his big old feet. Like I can't with that.
like, look at
That's
them
like
with
Christmas kitsch right there.
the original Japan sticker. So him, and then the burlap one. I love those big chubby cheeks, and he's got his little candle. It's like I want to be a pirate. Arr,
Arr.
arr. So both of these, as of now, are staying, but they might be in an upcoming sale. So look at him. He's like all shady and suspect to him. He's like,
I know. He definitely looks like he's up to something.
He's the evil elf. You got to watch him. I'm not evil. Like, seriously, like, these guys are so cute. So, all right, guys, that was another find from Pittsburgh. So good.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, I'll show this is something I am keeping. He will be showing up in a little crafty Christmas arrangement.
I didn't even see him.
I probably paid a little too much for him, but it's been some years since I've had a pixie with this particular face on it. I absolutely loved him, and I just knew like he needed a new life in Kitschmas land somewhere. So I'm going to be keeping him to do something crafty with. I have a budget for pixies. If they're really special, I tend to pay just a little more than I want to. But we saw some really expensive, overpriced Christmas. Do we want to talk about the $1,200 aluminum tree that we saw?
Sure, Amy, go right ahead and tell the folks about the gorgeous tree that we found.
Actually, this entire store, it was a cool store. Don't get me wrong. There was cool stuff there. And I don't even remember what city it was in. But we walked in, and immediately there's a huge booth of Christmas. Yeah. And right in the front, there's this huge, it had to have been at least a 6-footer.
Yeah.
And it was green and teal, curly aluminum tree. Yep. And there wasn't a tag on it. So we walked around the rest of the store. And then when we were on the way out, Jason just nonchalant was like, how much you want for your tree? And she was like, oh, just $1,200.
No, Amy, it was 23. Oh, just 2,300. Oh. Because then you looked at me.
No big deal.
Because you looked at me and you said, what? And then Bill was like, now, Jason, you got to tell Amy the way she said it. And I would, she rolled it off like it was nothing, like, oh, just 2,300. Like she was giving it away as a deal. So,
well, yeah. To be fair, it did have its box, but its box looked like it had been run over by a bus.
But gang, come on now. It's sitting in a store that you couldn't get to it to really fully see it or touch it if you wanted to. And Amy, I don't know if you noticed, but there were 4 or 5 branches that they just kind of threw on it.
Yeah.
They were just loose laying there. Like, this is where I get a little particular. As a shop owner, if you're going to ask top of the line, you better have it in a nice location and you need to present it. Don't just have a box in a booth falling apart, no price on it. Yeah. So if y'all want it, let me know. I can try to remember which store we were in. So
I'm sure it's been there a while.
$2,300 tree. Gorgeous. Ooh, but yeah, I don't.
There was also a room of very high priced knee huggers at the same store. Too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. We're all like, okay, you guys can keep those in your booth. All right. Is it your turn? Did you go?
My turn, Amy.
Yeah.
So Tina collects jewelry and she really collects vintage Christmas. She likes her enamel pins, but she loves Christmas. So this one I think is staying. So y'all are going to be like, Jason, we don't want to see your hauls anymore because everything's staying. But this one's going in the Tucker collection. So cool. We did pay up for this. We did pay $14 for it. So I think it's well worth it. It has the faux rhinestone eyes. It's in really good condition. I think we did pretty well. I'm trying to see if there's a signature on it. There's no signature, although it should be signed. We did some research on it. And actually, if you guys ever are interested or you want, you can find them on eBay. But I was surprised that on eBay, they're selling for $49.
Wow.
So I guess we did pretty good at 14. So, but we had never seen him before. So really good condition. He's going to stick with the collection for a little bit. So that was my next thing.
Cool. We're gonna stay with Christmas. Why not?
Okay.
Holt Howard. This is a Holt Howard tree tray, 1959. They did make several different sizes of these little Christmas tree trinket or candy dish trays. That's kind of what they were marketed for. There's a larger tree that has kind of like divisions in it where you could separate your butter bits from your nuts and your M&Ms, you know, in the tree.
Did you
But
just say your butter bits and your nuts? Is that what
yeah,
you just
I
said?
mean, they can't touch each other, Jason.
That just wrote itself, Amy. That just wrote itself.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when we're all tired. After a long trip, this is what happens. There's no chips or anything on this tree tray. I haven't had maybe I had one last year. I can't remember, but I really like this one. It's just simple, cute. You can display it up in a plate rack too. So Holt Howard, gotta love me some Holt Howard. I think that's the only Holt Howard I got. You got some.
We need to. Yes, I did. We need to make shirts. It says like, "Don't let your butter bits touch your nuts." Like I think that would be a good shirt.
That'll be the next sticker.
Ooh, Lord. Oh my gosh. All right. Now this will be for sale when we have our next Christmas sale or in one of our upcoming Christmas sales. This came from the booth as well. This cute little, I'm going to say it's a poodle. I'm going with poodle. I mean, it could be just your run-of-the-mill dog, but I think it was a kit because it's really well done. So it's probably a kit. And I don't know that it has like, you know, a hanger to hang, but like who cares, because it is just the most kitschiest dog stocking that, and you can tell the stocking's probably 60s. So I would say this is probably 60s, 70s, this cute little poodle.
There were a lot of cool stockings.
Yeah. No booth. Funky odors. So it'll be coming to a future live sale. Well, congratulations, Matthew.
Wow, Matthew.
Congratulations. Holy cow.
That's amazing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Dinner's on Matthew's grandma. Buying us all some butter bits and nuts for dinner. We're all happy.
Butter bits and nuts. Yeah.
Butter bits and nuts for all my friends. Everybody's getting some.
All right. This is something I'm going to be keeping. And I do love me a good Christmas corsage.
Oh, yes.
But in particular, I love to look for the little bits that are in the corsages, like the little reflector flower, the little chenille stems with the mercury beads, the gold pine cone, all the stuff in there. I like to use these like in my stuff, in my crafty bits. So that's something I'm going to be keeping to do something with. And I love the gold foil. So usually the leaves that are behind here are usually just silver, but I really like the green. So
it's a gorgeous, Amy. Okay, these we are going to try to figure out. We do not think these were homemade, so I'll show you up close. They're actually all tied together.
Cool. Those are so cool.
So these are ornaments, and they are made of the chenille pipe cleaners. So they're pink chenille pipe cleaners, and then they're adorned with little mercury beads. So looking at them, I'm pretty sure that they are factory made. And I don't know why the person did this. I guess that was the best way. They tied them all together. So there's like 2, 4, 6, 8. There's like, wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 9 of them. So there's 9 of them. So if you guys love your pink Christmas, I think these are going to look really great. And I don't think it was a bad price. I think the whole bundle was $15. So now a lot of the stores in Pittsburgh didn't do any discounts. You know, some did, but there wasn't like a guaranteed 10% off like some of the malls do. So I think these are really neat. I'll show it to you up close, what one fully looks like. And it has like a foil top to hold it all together. So I'm pretty sure that these are definitely, I do too, Les. I adore some pink Christmas. I think these will be coming to a live sale when we do Christmas. And I think they're going to look really good. Could you imagine those on like a little feather tree, like a little feather tree? So, and once they're all taken apart, I think they'll look a lot better than just a blob of these. But yeah, we could not let those.
Those are cool.
So
like, and all the tiny little mercury beads that are in there. Really good.
Yep. And there's silver and there's pink ones on each one too. So they got to be factory made.
Okay. All right. So this is a vintage Brock's chocolate candy box, Christmas candy box. It's a big box too, and it's pretty hefty. This is going to become a mystery box.
Right.
And I already know some of the stuff that's going to go in it. So you guys know I love to make the mystery boxes, especially Christmas ones. So yes, it's going to be full to the brim, and it's a big box, so I can get a lot of stuff in here. So yes, I can't wait for that.
Did you see what Karen said, that 15 American is the equivalent of 45 Canadian?
I did not know that.
Wow. I always know that there's a big, difference in the dollars, but that's pretty extreme. So
I don't know, Matthew. There is some deer that are pretty special to me. I don't know about that. It would not include the Lefton Rudolphs, just to be clear. Those would not be in there.
Gotcha.
Maybe all the rest.
What was the question, Amie? I feel like I missed it.
He said it's 10,000 for all of Amy's deer collection. Is that fair?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Some of the stuff, I got to tell you guys, and especially we know you guys can agree because we all are collectors. We love our vintage. It's not getting easy to find the things. Like a few years ago, even 10 years ago, what you would see every now and again, I don't even see it anymore.
Oh, he meant in price comparison. Like
Gotcha.
It would be 15 here, and then he would see it for 45.
Gotcha.
Not the conversion. Okay, because I was like,
Right.
that doesn't sound right. That sounds way too high.
Gotcha. All right, gang. Now, I love these at Christmas time, and I did well with them last year. So I thought they were all new old stock, but it looks like one of them's open. So these will be coming to an upcoming sale because these are great to repurpose. These are great to use and keep a few because they are sanitary, and they are still, two of them are still sealed. So these are vintage. These are probably late 60s into the 70s. Hallmark was pretty known for this snow person here. Used them in all different, he came in two different varieties, but this was the pink one. And then they had one that was in red, and he was a little different, but the same concept. So, and I'm pretty sure they glow. I'm pretty sure that pink, oh my God, does the pink glow. You know what? We should try to have a pink glowing Christmas sale. So they all glow. That might be tough.
Well, between that and the flocking sale, I don't know.
We could have a flocking pink sale. Stuff. Could be a flocking pink sale. Everything has to be pink or flocked. So there's the other set of unused
there's salt and pepper shakers that match those.
Oh, that's right, there is. I just think they're so cute. And you can decoupage with these. Now this one, funny, the dealer had them sandwiched together. So, but this one is open. But you know what? You can't leave that
Santa
little
face.
Santa behind. So even though it's open, so they'll be available in an upcoming Christmas sale. I think I'll keep showing Christmas, Amie, until I get through it all.
Yeah, I think I'm not quite through my Christmas yet, but I mean, this is this is just a deer.
When did you get that? I didn't even see that.
No, this was something I picked up on the way down. The same store where I got the butter bits.
Oh my God. You're keeping that, right?
No, I'm not keeping it.
Oh my God, that's phenomenal.
There's actually 3 other deer that match this guy in different poses. I haven't found one of these in a really, really long time, but I just like his pose. I like his really elongated paws crossed in the front. That's kind of how the dogs like to sit, like that, with their little paws crossed in the front. So he's fun. And I'm thinking fall for these guys because of their little yellow eyes. Very fun.
Gang, when me and Tina go away, we each splurge, and we try to stay within reason. We each splurge and get something for the collection or for ourselves, and it's our collection. So the snowman was what I chose, the stuffed snowman, the gun that I showed you. That was my choice. This was Tina's choice, and I think if we all didn't like each other, but the Amie and Bill and this was
we didn't like each other.
This was good. So this is the keeper, and this was
that is I think that is my favorite thing that you guys got the entire trip. I really
this was Tina's pick. So of course, and it had to be one of the most expensive things. No offense, Tina, one of the most expensive.
Tina has good taste. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So it comes in its original box, and it is made by the Yuletide Company. So they work. And they are made in Japan. See if I can show that to you guys. They are made in Japan. They're 10 little novelty lights. And y'all, I'll tell you what we paid. We paid $50 for the set. But when you break it down, you get 2, 4, 6, 8. You get 10 spun heads. When I say spun heads, they're little figures that are the Christmas lights. So they're these great little spun head Christmas lights. You know, when you break that down, you get 10 of them at $50. That's like what, $5 each?
Yeah.
I mean, that you would pay just for those.
And it doesn't ever look like they came out of the box
No,
either, which is
no, I don't think
fascinating.
so. You know, and some of them look like angry little snowmen, and some look like little elf figures, but they're in super good condition. And these are going to go in the Christmas room and be mixed in with some garland. So, and again, they're in their original box, and I would say these are probably from the 1960s. What I love about these is they don't have to be hung; they can sit. So the bodies are that cardboard, like the
sugared
like,
cardboard.
Yep, the putz houses, and then you got the spun heads. So that was, you saw what we kept, what we're basically keeping for ourselves. So the box alone, I think,
Those are fantastic.
is really neat. So hopefully you guys like that too. Thank you, Cute Fluff. I think they're adorable too.
All right.
Love them.
So this, I usually, okay, so truth be told, I usually don't pay any attention to Lennox. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about the gold in it, or it just doesn't really do much for me. I'm sure that there's people that collect Lennox, but this guy, he got me. He got me real bad. He is just a little, he is Lennox. He's marked there on the bottom. And I believe this is probably the very first piece of Lennox I have ever purchased to sell. Like, I don't look at it, but this guy was so cute. Little reindeer covered with the little Christmas lights wrapped around him, and his little gold horns and his little face. I had to get him. I had to rescue him. Hopefully somebody will love him. I just thought he was different. He definitely doesn't look like the typical Lennox pieces, especially some of the other Christmas pieces or the ornaments and things that they have specifically for Christmas. He was very kitschy to me, so I had to pick him up.
Les, to answer your question, yes, we do. And it's a work in progress. One of the reasons, pardon me, one of the reasons why we purchased our home when we did, or what drew us to our home, was that the fella that owned it, our house has been owned by 3 people. The middle, Norm and Betty, who owned the house before us. Norm was a woodworker, and we're in a split level. So we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 levels. So the upstairs is the bedroom. The second is the living room. Then we have a door that divides. That's where we film from, where this room is, where the garage is. Then you go downstairs to the basement. Norm built wooden cases, showcases, into the whole length of the downstairs. So knowing that we've collected Christmas for as long as we have, and we have cats, we have fur babies, and we love them, some of the vintage Christmas we can't display with them because it's toxic to them if they would chew on an aluminum tree, or we don't want them to damage it either. So our intent, and we're going to do it, and when we do, we'll film it and everybody will be able to see it. We're going to have a Christmas room up all year round. So like on a hot day in July, we can go downstairs, we can rev it up, play some Perry Como, No Place Like Home for the holidays, turn on the Christmas lights, and it'll be like Christmas all year round. So there are things set up down there, but it isn't like friendly enough to go down and hang out. There's totes and things of inventory and totes of our collection, but there will come a day. So technically I can answer your question, Les. Yes, we do have our Christmas up all year round. Not the way we want it up though, but yeah, we'll definitely do videos on it and show it to you guys. So hopefully you guys can give us ideas, or you can get ideas from us. That's what I love about this, is that, you know, when you post things, folks can say, hey, I do it this way, so on and so forth. So I know those damn totes do get in the way, Les. So along with the napkins in that booth, I found some new old stock plates. Why did I buy them? I don't know. They were cheap. I love them. They're all the same. They're Hallmark. But honestly, at Christmas time, you know, you sell these. They are sterilized, you know, because they're still in the original pack. I love the fact that it has the little Christmas notes on it. And you can use these. You know, you can repurpose them. These do make good decorations. I use some of the old paper plates as put them in the back of a display. And they're good that if you guys wanted to buy these, I'm sure when I sell them, they'd be reasonable enough that you guys could actually put maybe some cookies on them, put some parchment paper over top and give them as gifts. So he literally is stringing all his jingle bells. So Santa's hanging his jingle bells, and that's why you can see all the ornaments. So there's 3 new old stock packs. I love him. I'm here for it. So
Hello, Bill.
there he is. How are you, Mr. Bill? How are you, sir? Is he muted still?
I don't know. Bill, are you muted? Can't hear you.
There you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
I had to do the switcheroo.
The switcheroo. Oh, it's fine. We haven't really made much of a dent.
No.
So, but you got some catching up to do because I know pretty much that you have the most out of any of us. So you can show as many things as you want to, Bill. And I don't know if you want to talk about like your adventure on the way home or not. But yeah.
Oh goodness, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do right now. So nothing that if anyone did watch that video on my way home, nothing that I'm showing tonight came from that because that's a whole nother thing. It's I don't know what to say. Everything I have I bought for myself. I realized.
Oh, and I felt guilty that I did that too. So, yeah.
All right. Anyway, you guys go ahead and I'll try to catch up.
Well, it would be your turn. But Bill, are you seeing the chat and everything okay? Did everything pull up for you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I see you all in the chat. Thanks so much. Yeah. So in addition to getting all the vintage in there, I had to squeeze the plants that were hanging out in the whirlpool tub in my hotel room. So fun.
The plants got the star treatment. Let's be honest, in the hotel room. So yeah.
All right, so I'll start with some little Christmas stuff that I bought that I bought for sale. In fact, one of them is already sold. I just sold it on the sale I'm coming from, and I think this was the first day that we went out, and it's when Tina talked me out of buying an aluminum children's kitchen set, which I'm so grateful she talked me out of it because it was amazing. It was pink and blue, but I had no room in my car.
It was cool, but yeah,
I did find 2 flocked Santa boot Christmas candy containers, and I have never seen any this size. Look at how big they are. Mm-hmm. They are huge, and this one has Hello Kitty on it. These are from the mid 80s, and they do have the netting that would hold the candy in, the original tag. This one just sold, so I thought I'd share this one first. But it is so adorable. Jason learned a lesson. He learned that Hello Kitty's been around a little bit longer than he thought. I learned in the sale today, Hello Kitty came out in 1973.
Okay. I thought it was the 90s. I thought for sure it was just in the 1990s.
Look how big this candy container is. I want to be the kid who got this candy.
Yeah, it's good.
And I do have a second one, but I haven't decided what I'm doing with it because it's like my color and I just love the airplane that's on it.
It's good.
But I got that.
It would make a good bundle, though, Bill.
Ooh, I'll bundle it for myself. You're right, Amy. But those were acquisitions from the first day.
That's right. Yeah. Like I think we missed those, and you saw them like up high somewhere, and we missed them. So.
Thank goodness, because you guys got everything else. Like I just watched for 5 minutes before I came in, and I didn't see anything. I didn't see you guys get any of the things I just saw you show.
Well, Cute Fluff has a question. Did we have any regrets?
Like leaving stuff behind that we didn't get?
Yeah. I mean,
you left stuff behind that you wish you would have bought?
Well, it was those deer that we cannot. It was in the place that had the Christmas booth. They were heavily damaged. I did take a picture of them. I might pull it up and see if I can show it.
Oh, those candelabra deer.
Yeah, I regret. They wanted $25 each. I don't know how easy the picture is to find, but these deer were incredible. They were very mod. They were very 1960s. I think that they were Christ or crest, however you guys say it or want to say it. But they were heavily damaged. Like the whole piece of holly was broke off, and then the other one, both legs were broke, and they weren't clean repairs. And they wanted $25 each. I do regret not getting them, but
there were 2 things that Bill and I were looking at that they were. One was a black cat in a rocking chair, and the other was a deer in a rocking chair. And they were very highly priced, but the paint on them was not good. Just like these guys, So the wire armature in those are candle holders, but the way that like the paint was bad, there was chips like on those. Like, yeah, they were really cool. Those
So
were
hopefully
really cool.
that's reading through for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these rocking chair things, like they were good. Oh yeah, Bill took
Oh
a picture.
yeah.
Like, oh my, they
Mhm.
had lenticular eyes. They were all cold painted, and it was just like, what did they want? Like 45 or something for those?
Yes,
But
Amie,
like,
but it was 25% off.
but even so, like half of the side
Oh,
of the chair of the cat, it was an orange chair, so it was perfect for Halloween. But all the paint was missing on one side,
oh,
and I
they're so
believe
awesome.
the deer had a chip or something like that. There was
Right.
something wrong with the deer too, and it was a piece. So yeah,
I do regret the McCoy cookie jar, Jason. I don't know if you saw it, Amie, the pixie cookie jar. Do you
yes,
remember?
That was good.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was really good.
yeah, it was $1,500, but I've never seen one before. I loved it.
Right.
Right.
Why is that doing that? I might
I
have to
was
go
doing
out.
that earlier. I think it's just it needs
There it
something to
is.
focus on all the time. Do you guys want me to go next?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And then we'll have Bill go again because Bill's got some catching up to do. We've got a Napco December Boy Angel. I don't come across the Boy Angels a lot. He was in really good shape. He doesn't have any wing repair, halo repair, spaghetti repair, arm repair. Nothing's wrong with him. He just has a little bit of crazing. I don't think that that is a major thing, but I love the wrapped present that he's holding with the little holly leaves. He's a good one. I did actually pretty good with the ceramics. I found more than I was expecting to find in the ceramic department. So I was pretty, and I have some stuff that you guys haven't seen because I got it before I met up with you guys.
Right.
Or on my way home. So I can't wait to see Jason's face when I pull out. I'll do them on my next round. I'll skip away from Christmas for a minute.
All right,
Yeah,
Bill.
I only dived into a couple boxes. Everything behind me is not unpacked yet. So, and then of course half of what I bought we won't talk about tonight because I was a little obsessed with it as we were walking around all the stores. But I didn't get that McCoy Pixie cookie jar. And one of the themes for me this past weekend was the hashtag Tina found it, because she kept pointing actually all three of them, I guess they know me so well, they knew what I needed. So they just kept bringing things to me. And I was like, yes, put that in my cart. Yes, thank you. Tina, we were upstairs in one of the places, and Tina pointed out another McCoy cookie jar that I was familiar with, which is this awesome one. But we were looking at it for like 10 minutes because it just looks so odd that the bottom paint, which is, these are owls in the pine cone and pine needle pattern. So this is a well-known cookie jar, but the top on the top is just so strange, and it's because it was almost all cold paint that has been removed. So I thought it would be fun. Other than that, it was in good condition, 25% off. I ended up paying $18 for this piece, which is valued in the collector books close to $300. Here is what the owls would look like with the cold paint on their faces. So
Bill,
I might bring
that
this
you
out
could
to
have
Michigan.
sent that home with somebody else that knows how to restore
I
things.
just said I might bring this out to Michigan to have someone do a little magic, but just with a few colors, you just see how different this head would look like. But there are no chips or cracks. This is like a McCoy cookie collector's dream right here. And Tina found it.
Good job, Tina.
It amazes me that back in the day how much McCoy cold painted their things, especially their cookie jars. Well, I guess American Bisque did too. It just surprises me. All right, Amie, is it your turn or my turn?
It's your turn, Jason.
So these will be coming to an upcoming live sale, probably a Christmas sale. These came from that Epic Christmas booth. So they're little glass girl ornaments with the crazy blue hair. They're little angels. Now, there is some paint wear. They are glass. So they are glass. There's some paint wear. But honestly, you can't see it when they're hanging. These have the Phyllis Stiller style hair, if you guys know what we're talking about. It's got some rickrack around the bottom. So the face and the body and the arms are all glass. And then the hair, of course, is that cotton hair. So they're really cute. So these will be coming to one of our next Christmas sales. So, and they had marked them down. They were only $8, which I thought was a good price on them, especially for being in such good shape. So some of the hangers, they seem like they're a little wonky, but they seem to hang all right. So I think they're really cute. Thank you, Lisa. I think they're sweet too. They do have little wigs. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go away from Christmas for just a second. These, I have never run across these before in person. They are a little bit hard to come by. I wish it was the complete set, but it's not. So I'm going to show you. I have two things to show you here. So we've got, so this is made by Earl Bernard, which a lot of you probably will not recognize that name. Most often, Earl Bernard did a lot of the day glow kind of composite, like banks in like teenagers, day glow like animals, like elephants, stuff like that. That's kind of where I recognize Earl Bernard, but he did do some ceramic pieces. So this is a little apothecary jar that says sugar on it. And then the other one is spice. And there's actually a third jar that goes with the set. It's a little shorter girl with blonde hair that says everything nice on it. And then there's supposed to be an under tray that says this is what little girls are made of. And it's meant to be a dresser set. And I have only seen pictures of it. I've never run across these before in the wild. I wish that all the pieces were there. But I think these two, I mean, the fact that sugar and spice are still together, I think that that's pretty cool. So those were a fun find. I picked those up on the same place where I got the butter bits on the way to meet these guys. So that was fun.
I love those, Amy.
Those are good.
So if anyone was in Misty and Michael's sale last Tuesday, you might remember that Misty brought this really cool tin sort of beach chair, lounge chair that was doll sized. And I tried my darndest. I bid on that and bid on that. And I tried my darndest to get it. And I ended up losing it. I didn't get it. But I know why now I didn't get it. Because I found this amazing tin lawn chair in exactly the size that I needed. Because I was bidding on it for my teddy. My teddy bear and I have been together for our entire lives from minute one. So he hasn't had a nice place to sit for a long, long time. So I decided to get this for him. And it was 25% off because love a deal. However, I have decided to display something different on it. My most favorite acquisition in Pittsburgh is going to be residing in this chair. Let me show you this amazingness.
This is good.
Oh,
it is good. Have you all ever seen such an amazing pixie knee hugger? And it was made by our very own Amie for me. It is incredible. I just need to give you a close up on this.
He looks really comfortable in that chair.
Yes, the chair was meant for him. The chair was meant for him. Look at the booties. She did it all.
I had this blow mold pixie head. I've had it for some years. I picked it up. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's just been in my craft room, and it has been out all year long. It looks at me every time I was in there. It's like, I got to do something with this blow mold head. And then I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning one day, I was like, I got to make a giant knee hugger for Bill. He needs a pixie to rule over all of his other pixies. So it's the Pixie King.
So speaking of Pixie King, all of the other 400 pixies got together today, and we had a big conversation about the name of the king. So we decided, there was a vote, and Pixie King's name is Pepper.
Okay, that's a good name.
It's short for something.
Peppercini.
That's exactly what it's short for.
I knew it.
So welcome to the world. This is Peppercini the Pixie.
I knew it.
I love him, Amy.
He's an Italian pixie at heart. That's for sure.
Well, remind me and Pepper to have a little chat about some things I've learned about pepperoncinis and what not to do with them. So maybe me and
Pepper. A whole plate of them?
Well, Bill's eating them too. And Bill's like, we have to clear the plate. And I'm like, okay, well, somebody who had a organ transplant should not be eating a whole plate of pepperoncinis. But okay. All right, guys, I'm going to show you something, and all 92 of you got to keep, it's a secret. So you guys got to keep a secret. Everybody, you can't tell.
And anybody that watches on the replay.
Right. Anyone, the 2,000 of you that watch it in the replay, the secret's between all of us. This is going to bond us together now, guys. So this is going to bring us together. I found a gift for somebody special, and it's going to get mailed to them. So I'm not even going to tell you who it's going to, because I think everybody in the chat will figure out. So I found this, and it's going to head out to Indiana. So hopefully when it gets there, maybe she'll show you some details, but I want to show you one thing that I thought was really neat. When I opened it, it shows some of his cars. So look at that El Camino. That was his. Then this is his Rolls Royce over here. Look at him with his Rolls Royce, and then that's him in the back seat, Mr. Liberace. So the secret's between all of us, because you got to give me a week or so to get this in the mail out to Indiana. So found this for Misty.
We won't tell. We won't tell.
Yeah, and you can't let it behind. So I don't know that she has it or not. So nobody tell Misty, but that's heading out to, and it has his house. It has the house, I think, in here that she visited out in Vegas. So I was really excited to find that.
Awesome. All right. Is it my turn?
Yep.
All right. So I've actually got two bits to show you. So I did find some mercury bead garland. I've got some gold mercury bead garland. I think this was at maybe the last place that we went. I really can't remember. We went so many places I can't remember where I got stuff, but this mercury bead garland is really cool. I don't think I've ever had any with the teardrop.
Wow.
It's turquoise. Really, really pretty turquoise. Yeah. I don't know how long these are. I haven't measured them yet. And I didn't really even care about how long that was because it was so cool. So I did 2 strands of mercury bead garland. I love to look for that stuff. I can't get enough of it. All right. Bill, is it your turn?
So I think it was the end of the first day when we went to this antiques store that was built into an old general store. And I think it was the end of the day. And I think we all agreed we wish we'd had a lot more time at that location. Mm-hmm. Because for me, I mean, there was lots of stuff for all of us there, but for me, it was like a Roseville paradise. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 vendors. Everybody had amazing Roseville. And believe it or not, I was able to pick up a flower frog. These are not common, nor are they generally in a price range that I'm willing to buy. But not only did I get it, it's in one of the 3 patterns that I collect. This is the pond lily or the water lily pattern, and it is in amazing condition. It has this beautiful deco line, almost like a half moon. There's drainage on the bottom. It would have been in a bigger vessel, but to find it in the blue color, because it comes in other colors as well, in a pattern that I collect, and it was affordable. Like I would make a trip back to Pittsburgh to go to that place and one of the other places we went just for those 2 places. But we were rushing through this place. It was 2 levels, and it was
we only had a half hour to get through it before they closed, and we didn't have any idea how big it was before, you know, when we got there. We're like, oh man, you know.
But I love this. I love this piece so much. So once again, I'm showing you something I'm keeping. So sorry.
That was the first time I ever saw one of the Roseville flower frogs like that. Never saw one before. All right, I'm going to do 3 groupings at once. They came from 2 different stores. So these will all be coming in an upcoming Christmas sale. So I got this burlap pixie right here. So he'll be coming to an upcoming Christmas sale. He's in his little swing, cute little fella. So he'll be coming. I sold some of these last year, and when I sold them with Bill. I didn't realize how collectible they were. So I was able to find this one, the push pin so it would have come like this. This was part of the set. So they also, you know, in the kit, you got the little plastic pixie, and they also, when they sold them, they would hang them on plants, or you could hang them on a cocktail drink or anything with their little hands. So that'll be in the Christmas sale. And then these, I thought when I bought them, I thought these were light covers, but they look like they're just ornaments. I don't know that I've ever seen them just as ornaments. There's no holes for the light. So I got a set of 4 of the little pixie heads. These are going to be hard to give up. So Yeah, they're all pretty much the same, except one of them is the one that I really love with the very arched ears. Bill, when we talked about it, didn't you say like these are the younger ones? Like those are the kid pixies, and then these are like the elder pixies of the group. So I think they're all just ornaments. So I got him. He looks that's kind of how I looked after eating so many pepperoncinis.
He looks kind of like Pee Wee Herman.
He's peppercini face. Like that was just like, I should.
Did I really just eat a whole bowl of? Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Look at his eyes. Oh,
the look of regret.
No, I shouldn't have. So, and then this one is bashful. Him's a sleeping little pixie there, little sleeping pixie.
Those are good.
And then the other one's a duplicate. So they'll be in an upcoming Christmas sale. So,
Bill, don't you know, would like to know, what is the difference between an elf and a pixie?
The question of the ages, right? Or a sprite or a gnome. I mean, again, there's a lot of debate over it. They all refer to little creatures of the woodland. Pixies really do refer to sort of the ones who would live in the woodland. Technically, we refer to elves as the ones who would be Santa's helpers, but they're interchangeable. Pixies often would have, in books at least, they would have wings so they could fly, but we call them knee hugger pixies, and some people call them sprites. In other countries, they have different names for them, but they're all from the same sort of mystical, magical world.
Perfect answer. I knew you'd be the one to answer that question. Is it me?
It's you.
It's me. Empire tabletop Santa blow mold. He's from 1968. I love these small ones. I can't get enough of these small tabletop ones. They're my favorite things to pick up, and they're easy to ship, unlike the yard size ones that are not. So I love the small ones. So ho. He's in really good shape too. And I do have a light kit for him. It's just not in there. So I'm almost done with my Christmas, you guys.
Yeah, I agree, Les. Elrond might disagree. I agree with that. Amie, I didn't remember you getting that because did you remember me getting this?
No,
That's what the shopping trip was like. We lost track of each other.
Yeah.
All right, so we went to another really great place. I'm not even sure it was initially on our list, and it wasn't a huge store. It was on a highway, and the woman who ran it really knew her stuff. She had a lot of nice glass and a lot of nice kitchenware. That is the place.
That was on our list. It was.
Oh, it was on our list.
It was,
okay.
Yeah.
You guys got to go there. Bill.
Go there.
It's
yes.
good. It's good.
Yes. If you guys. Yep.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you guys are anywhere near Pittsburgh, Google that. Go follow. Go check her out.
And the town that it's in is 84. Literally,
yes.
That's the name of the town.
Yep.
It's 84.
And tell her you heard about her on YouTube, because I think she needs to really get some notoriety. She's got a really good shop. Sorry, Bill. I didn't mean to.
No, it's good.
You.
And she has good stuff. And again, as we were driving there, I know we were talking about the fact that it's called Antiques and Collectibles. And we were like, are we going to end up in a place that's all like old Life magazines or video games? And while there is some of that there's plenty of other stuff for the folks here who like she had glass like crazy. She had Viking, she had Ellie Smith, she had Bittersweet. I picked this up for a while. We thought maybe Amie was going to take it. And that was one of the nice things about shopping with these guys. We were all very like collaborative. If somebody wanted something, it was all good. We didn't fight over things. And I think a lot of you know that this Bittersweet is just such a beautiful glass that glows. And I sold all my compotes last year and regretted every single one that I sold, because I do have some vases back here. So I really bought this to add to my collection, at least in the short term. But it just didn't stop at this little compote. I found another one in a Bittersweet design I'd never seen before that has this sort of yellow base on it. And this one is quite a bit bigger. So I decided I couldn't leave either behind. So I picked them up. And then when we took them up to the register, she's like, oh, I have more glass like this. And she brings out, I don't know, this 26-inch Bittersweet swung vase, Thousand Eye swung vase. And I was like, oh, okay, can we talk about this? She's like, I'm going to list this on eBay. She had said she had 14 of them.
And the bottom of this thing was like,
it was huge.
It was massive.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. And I bought a lot at that store too. And she was very accommodating at checkout.
She was.
Let's just say that.
She was very nice.
Yes.
She was.
Nice.
So, gang, if you're ever there, please tell her that we talked about her on YouTube, and I bet you she'll give you a bigger discount.
And she's the only one that all three of us left Google reviews for, I think.
Yes.
She's the only one I did.
Yes, me too. All right, this was one of our last stops. I think it was our last stop. I bought these. They're all used, but one of them I'm going to frame for Tina's office because that's where all her mermaid collection is and nautical things. We not only have a mermaid bathroom, but we also have a mermaid office. So this will go in there. And the rest of these, I couldn't leave there because I think they can be repurposed. So I don't know if I'll do them as a lot, but they'll be in an upcoming sale. So actually, my idol, Magpie Ethel, she has one of these in her shore house. So I was super excited to find one of these. We're going to frame this. I'll get the crease out of it, but we're going to frame it. It has been used. So the little kiddos did color in some of them, but some of them they didn't. So some of these graphics are just incredible. Look at the face with his little sand pail. And then this one over here playing. So maybe we'll photocopy some of those and use them. I don't know, but that we're going to keep, I think is super cute. I want to sit that to the side so it doesn't get damaged. And then all these I might just do that. They've all been colored in, but they're super cute. They're these thin little giveaway. Like I could see John from Everyday Holiday Display really using this in something like in his assemblages, but they're all colored in. So somebody colored them, but they're nice and thin. So I really think these would fit in a flower frog and look really cute. So if you did a little birthday display, this one maybe I'll put in a, you know what? I will try to do a mystery box for Halloween. So one of the things that'll be in it, if you guys are watching it then and now, you'll know that you'll be able to pick this up. It's just a cute little trick or treat. And this would be neat if you got it because some things aren't colored in. So you could actually, repurpose these. That's what these are for. We hoard them because of the graphics. So the graphics in them are really neat. So that was one I picked up. And they were like $1 or $2 each. Did you, Les? I'm telling you, Les, it's going to be a love-hate relationship because you're going to love it.
We all
and then
have
you're going to hate the fact that when you show up at a digger or a flea market that you can't find as much as her. So it's going to be a love-hate. This little guy I couldn't leave behind, the little Noah's Ark, because as you start looking at the kitschy animals on here, like look at the flamingo, the cats, all of them. So I could see that framed in a child's room. Again, they've all been colored in. So, but the outside I think is worth it. So I love these graphics. Maybe that would even look good in the office, seeing that it's a ship. So I don't know, but I just look at that bird. So we got that at Rave. It was at Rave, wasn't it?
Yeah, the last place that we went.
Rave.
Yeah.
Which is really
and
cool.
Les, not only is she in Portland, but she has an open to the public yard sale every year. So if you are within driving distance,
yeah, Les, you don't want to. That's on my bucket list to make it to her garage sale at least one time in my life. You have to go. If you live in the state of Oregon, you have to go. Yeah. So from that 84 store that we were just talking about, you guys know I don't really pick up glass unless it's cool.
Oh, right.
This color, you guys, it's such a bright, vibrant yellow. It's unlike pretty much any yellow. It doesn't glow, unfortunately. But I loved the mouth on it, and it just screamed Halloween witch fall display to me. So this is why I decided not to get the bittersweet little compote. I was like, Bill, you can just get that. I really liked this. It just spoke to me when I saw it. I liked the color. It was very different. It's not a super large vase either, so it definitely could pop into a different kind of collection. I think it would look really good with bittersweet, actually, and maybe some black Fenton thumbprint would look really cool with this too. So.
That vase is a good example of something that I noticed over the weekend. It was really fun to see the process that other people use when they choose what they're going to buy and what they're going to leave behind. Because I'm kind of throw it in the cart, and then at checkout, maybe I'll unshop a few things. But it's interesting to see how well considered other people are when they're actually shopping. I really enjoyed that. So my next item is another hashtag. Tina found it, and it is it's pretty amazing. So if any of you saw my Christmas display video last year, you saw that I have a bunch of musical carousels and merry-go-rounds. And this year, my plan was already, because right after Christmas last year, I also found a vintage Ferris wheel with pixies in it. That actually works. So my plan this year is to create a whole amusement park, a Christmas amusement park with all the vintage bits and bobs. Tina didn't know this, but when she saw this, she brought it over to me. She found me a mint in box ice skating rink. Let me take the top off so you can see it. It is amazing, and it's going to go center stage in my display. Look at this thing.
It's incredible.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. There's a couple ice skating. This little figure here fell on the ice. There's a guy back there pushing some kids on the ice in a sleigh. It is just so amazing. This one's showing off their talent with the one skate. And I didn't know I wanted this until I saw that it had existed. It's pretty amazing. I haven't plugged it in to see if it works yet, but quite frankly, even if it doesn't, I'm going to get it to work. Like, this is going to be a project. And it's actually inspired me too. I'm going to create a roller coaster out of vintage pieces that I already have. So this is going to be an epic Christmas display this year.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. And so again, this is another Tina found it, #Bill's keeping it. Maybe in the future I'll share it, but I don't know. I don't think so. And it's huge. Look how big it is. It's big.
Big.
Yeah.
And it was a good price too. It was, I mean, that was.
You know, I don't use the word steal, right?
So
I feel like I got this for a steal.
It was a steal.
It was
a steal.
It was real good.
All right, guys. This next piece will be coming in an upcoming sale, maybe even this week. I don't know. I want to do a little bit of research on it, but it's this very mod vanity mirror. So this side has this really mod girl on it. This is made of ceramic. Everything else is that like wrought or bent iron. And there's the handle. Very like boho, very like almost like the style of Flower Power. And then there is the mirror. Now the mirror has a little discoloration to it as I tilt it down so you can see. But the fact that ceramic is still there, I think this is just really, really neat. And I think folks in our community, somebody's really going to adore her and want her for their vanity, for their, maybe changing room, for their
I don't even remember this. I don't even remember you getting this.
This was at the general store.
Yep, this was in the general store. And yeah, I mean, I paid up for it, but I have to tell you, I've never seen it. And I really, before I sell it, I want to figure out who made it, because I really think, because it's reminiscent of those vanity pieces.
The lipstick holders. Yep.
Yes. Yep.
And
the hairspray holders that are made of the composition. So hopefully I can find out some info, but she'll be for sale this week or the next. So thank you, Linda. I think it's unique too.
Very cool. All right. So originally when I saw this, I thought it was a giant girly candle until I actually got in the case to look at it. Now, you guys saw, if you were here, the giant knee hugger that I made for Bill. So guess what I'm going to be doing with this witch doll head? I'm going to be making a giant witch knee hugger out of it. It's never come out of the package. So she's got to come out, and she's got this scraggly white hair in the back, and she's got big old warts on her nose, and I can't. I already have a vision of what, and she's going to hold something really cool too. So I can't wait to start Halloween and fall crafting. So yeah, coming soon. She's going to be epic. It was fun.
So I don't know if people knew this, but I'm almost 7 hours away from Pittsburgh. So I left a day early, and I drove halfway and stayed overnight. And on the way that first day, I stopped to a couple places that I'd never been to fully. And I actually got 3 of these. And Amie and Jason haven't seen these yet. I got 3 of these Ohio Art recipe boxes, which I think are just really incredible. They're all different designs, really groovy, in really good condition. And there are 3 of them. These will be coming to a sale. But what's even cooler, every single one of them is full of the handwritten
Oh
recipes.
my God.
So I will be going through these first to see if I need to make photocopies of any of them, but it's everything. In fact, this one I chose because there's a whole section on pickles and relishes.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's me. And yeah, they're so beautiful. 3 different designs. I didn't get all 3 out. I just got this one out, but this was really fun because I see that these are desirable, but not something that I typically keep myself. So yeah, those will be coming to a sale.
You got 3, you said, and they're all full of recipes.
All full.
Oh wow.
I think out of all the malls, my favorite was the Route 19. Wasn't it called Route 19 that we went to?
I mean, that
It was the one.
I think that was one we went to, but I don't.
Yeah, it was the one that I bought all those glasses, Bill. Remember you helped me wrap them all? I bought all the glasses.
Oh yeah, the little one with the
Yeah.
cute couple.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's where you got the witch, Amy. You got the witch at
Yes.
that one.
Yes.
So I got what I think is the biggest, kitschiest piggy bank I've ever been able to source before. I'm probably going to take it to the store because I don't know that I want to ship this, but this will be available probably in Mother Tucker's. Look at the size. Amy, did you even see the size of this pig?
No.
Look at this big,
This is
huge.
like we would go in a store. We would just go in different corners, and then stuff would get up to the counter, and they would wrap it. So
Right.
no, I didn't even see this.
Like, yeah, he's got, I think somebody had taped his hole shut for, so I'll clean that off, but he's made in Japan. And that kind of reminds me of a Lefton sticker. Kind of reminds me of Lefton. So I don't know, but
Lefton did make the pigs like that with the floral design on them, but I've never seen one that big.
This guy is huge. Thank you, Les. I love it too. So I don't know if I'm going to bring him to Alive because he's too hollow for me to get a lot in there to ship safely, but he'll probably be heading to the shop and be for sale there. So I'm just a big old pig.
Cute.
So he's
So
cute.
cute.
I love him. I love him. No damage. No damage.
All right. So you reminded me of what I found at Route 19. And it was the first thing that like I saw and I was like, I got to get in this case. I need a key right now. So I've got, wait till you see these. I have never had one of these in my hands before. So these are ceramic cupies and they're made by Arnart. Here on the bottom, the crossing arrow stamps, and they're marked Rose O'Neill on the back side. So I didn't just get one, I got 3 of these Arnart Rose O'Neill official cupies. They're so cute. It was the very first thing that I saw when I came into the store. We all got a lot of stuff at that store. And they were all having a Christmas in July sale too. Yep. And I think that it was a very, very nice couple that was running that store too. So
it was very accommodating.
So I also got something at that store, but before I show what I got at that store, I brought a trivia question for Amy and Jason. So some of you might know, but I have a thing. I can't explain why I have a thing, but I just love Tupperware. So earlier today, I was putting it all in its own section because I think I'm going to do a video. Can either of you guess how many pieces I bought while I was there? Because I just counted them up earlier today.
Does this include any that you picked up on your way home that we didn't see? Just the ones that you bought while we were together?
And are you counting, like, if you got plates, are you counting the lids to those separate or just a plate?
So
while we were all together.
Like a cup with a lid or a pitcher with a lid is like one piece. Okay.
Oh, people are guessing. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to guess 43.
I'm going to guess 32.
56 pieces.
You bought 56
Why did you let me do that?
But they were good pieces, Bill.
I agree.
They were good. I mean, you got canister sets and.
What were you guys thinking when I was doing that, though? Were you just thinking I was crazy?
No. You had a whole Tupperware sale, Bill, and we're like, well, you want to have another sale? You might as well get the stuff when you're finding it.
That's why I had no room in the car. All right, here's what I got at Route 19, though, and I think a lot of you who have been to our sales know I love myself a good cruel, right? But have you ever seen a cruel clock?
No.
It is a clock completely stitched in crewel work.
Wow.
It is amazing. Amazing. Why is everything I'm holding weird today? I think my camera is weird. But I haven't tested the mechanism yet, but it clearly can be replaced if it doesn't work. I just think that it is really cool. Really, really cool.
I love it. I've never seen one like that with the flowers on it and everything.
This is true, Sally.
That's true, Sally. I agree. We do not.
Yeah. This is true.
Oh, I just realized my mirror and my camera was off. Oh, so now it works. So yeah, isn't that gorgeous? It's very GardenguyBill. I think I'm going to sell it, but I don't know. I love it so much.
All right. When we were at the general store, I think this was a deal. So it's been a while since I've been able to source any swung vases, and might hold on to it until it fits the holiday a little more. So I found a white hobnail one. I mean, the swing on it's really, really good. I love these when they did that with the mouth on it. I don't even know what size it is. It's a nice fair size. It would fit your mediums pretty good. It's 13 inches. So it's 13 inches, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fingers, which is cool because it'd be great for Halloween. 13. So this might actually come to the next Valentino sale because you didn't know you needed it because it has 13 fingers. So that might be coming to that. So really good condition. It's pre-1971 because there is no Fenton on it. So this would have had a sticker, and I sourced it for $20, which I thought was a really fair price for a swung vase. Actually, when they were ringing me up, the girl said, "Did you find that?" Like, I didn't even know it was in our store. So great for 4th of July, great for Christmas, great for all year round. So that'll be coming to a upcoming sale. Don't you know? I love it. I love it. If we had more room, this might be a keeper, but it'll definitely be coming to a sale. All right, Miss Amie.
Well, I will say that we all kind of brought little gifty things for each other. I didn't have room on my table for all that stuff, but Bill and Jason brought me crafty bits.
Yes.
Lots of crafty bits, Flock Josephs, you name it. Bill brought me some mushrooms. I actually found, I think these came from the general store, I'm pretty sure, a whole big bunch. And these are the bigger mushrooms too, of the German spun cotton mushrooms. I never have enough mushrooms. And then I would show this little thing. This is something I'm going to be keeping to put into a Christmas arrangement. I love the old indent style. Those are my favorite kind of Christmas ornaments, either for my personal collection or to craft with. It's just this in-between size. It's not huge and it's not tiny. This particular size is very hard to find. So if I come across one that's not all broken, I tend to pick it up. So that I'm keeping as well.
I don't know, Bill. What do you think? Les thinks if you don't think you could put dry ice in one of those vases? No.
Not unless there was like a barrier or a sort of a
it would just
ladder
crack the glass.
Yeah, you're right. Now, because it gets really, really cold. Yeah, Les, I wouldn't put it in one of your vases either because those vases are sturdy, but they are really weak from the way they're pulled.
So I didn't bring any Tupperware to show tonight, but I didn't stop at Tupperware when it came to kitchen things. I bought a canister set, which I've owned before, but I bought it because this one is in orange. It comes in blue and green, and I've had the blue before, but it is amazing. There are 3 stacking canisters inside this. These are from the late 70s, and believe it or not, this is early Rubbermaid. However, it is. It's hard plastic, though.
Right.
They're pretty fantastic. They stack beautifully, though. The way it was designed, all of the lids fit on the inside. But the graphics on the top of these canisters are just amazing. I love them so much. These are probably the ones that, if I had counter room, we would keep.
Bill had noticed, and I agree, at that 84 collectible, she had an awesome record collection for sale. She had some really good names. And so, Gavin, this one's for you, meaning this one's for you, but I bought this one for myself, and I'm going to use this in my back to school display. So I didn't have it, and I didn't have any Jackson 5. So I picked up Jackson 5 ABC, and I think the cover is going to look really, really good in my back to school. So Gavin, I actually thought of you when I was leafing through them, and it's in really good shape. It is in the stereo version. There is a little wear to the cover, so I thought this would be great in my back to school. So this one's staying with me. I am going to think about mixing some vinyl in some upcoming sales. I'm going to start going through some of mine, see if you guys might be interested in some of it, especially to use it for things like that in your display, not necessarily to play. So, all right, Amy.
All right, I have 3 things to show in this round, and these all came from, I think, the last place we went to, the rave place. I'm pretty sure these all came from there. You guys know I love to craft with vintage tins in some capacity, and orange is, for whatever color, a very hard to find color. And the fact that it's got black graphics on it, it's going to have something Halloween for sure on that one. And then 2 nut tins. And if you haven't seen my fall, just general fall crafting, I do little squirrel arrangements on the nut tins. I really love these smaller size ones. They're not super large, like a coffee can size. The little planters, mixed nuts. I love the graphics on these. You could just take a bite out of those right now. And then this one was just the unusual colors in it, more the muted kind of pastels. I've never seen this brand before. And again, in the little smaller size. So those are all things that I'm going to be keeping to craft with. So yeah, I love the tins.
So I'm going to show 3 things now too. And we've mentioned that epic Christmas booth at Miller's Crossing. And apparently at some point, Jason was trying to call me, and I was so busy with the Tupperware, I didn't get the call. But I don't remember somebody walked up to me with a handful of this. So this is the first one. This is a knee hugger Santa, but I just love this nose. It's amazing. He's also quite big. And I just can't decide. I think I'm keeping these. I can't decide. I love them so much, but this one's the Santa. And then the other 2, I've never seen before. I've never seen these before. I'm surprised that whoever handed these to me didn't keep them for themselves. Yeah, this is a big deal. I appreciate it, buddy.
I share.
They are pixie jesters.
Yeah.
How awesome are they?
Yeah, they're really neat.
Jesters. Yeah.
They are great. They are great. And I have a little clown display, so I can use these not just at Christmas, but I can use these when I put my clown planters out as well. So I love them. I think they're just great, and they're big. Look how big they are. So many good. I would say we average 3 or 4 places a day.
Yeah.
Breaker, butter bits. There's Christmas in aisle 5.
We skipped meals just to go ahead and
we did.
But then made up for it when we had our meal for missing the meal. So, all right. This next item is a keeper. Again, I know maybe you do, maybe you don't. We collect mermaids and fish and shore and beach because people like to go to the Jersey Shore and down to the beach and things like that. So, we like to, decorate with it. So Tina found this, or actually I found it, gave it to Tina. She loved it. It's got to stay. So it's actually it almost looks like a fisherman's basket, and it's a purse. It looks like a tackle basket is basically what it looks like. I cannot believe that it's still intact. So this has to be 50s or 60s. It has these crabs with pearl eyes on it with fishing net and little seashells. And it's in really good condition. I don't know if the inside had a tag, but I believe the tag would have to say Hong Kong or Japan. So I'm thinking Tina said what she's going to do is she's going to open it up and she's going to put some of her like stuffed mermaids coming out of it and things like that. So that will be going into the mermaid office. Look at those crabs. I think this is kitsch at its best right here. So, I mean, Amy, could you imagine using this as a purse, heading down to Florida?
I, in high school, used a vintage Flower Power vinyl lunch pail for a purse for quite a while. So, I mean,
you could go to a seafood buffet and just put all your crab legs in it.
There you go. Or you could throw your shrimp shells in it. So, and the person actually, the way they wrote the tag, they put Krabby in quotes, vintage purse. And I think what we paid, it was 20% off. So it was $20. I think that was an epic score. So I got to tell you guys, you go to these off the beaten path places like Pittsburgh, you're going to find stuff when you go into
You
these.
could also put that in a mermaid bathroom and put your guest towels in it.
Ooh, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Maybe that's what we'll do.
Hey, Jason, did you bring your new tissue holder?
I do have it, but I don't have it right here. Do you want me to go get it?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I don't have any tissues for it, but I am going to make a reel showing in the next week the tissue container that Bill got me. So you guys will have to make sure.
It's good. Yeah.
You'll have to watch.
Everybody's going to want one as soon as you show it. So
all I can say is buy up the Home Co. now.
Put it in your home.
You'll be able to put your grandkids through college after you see what Bill showed me you can do with these things. So it's good.
Linda, I was trying to think about that when I saw your comment come through in the chat. I think counting the couple thrift stores that we stopped at as well, which we did not purchase anything at because they were outrageous for a thrift store. Yeah. I think maybe 16 different places, I think. I know we didn't make to them all, so that might be higher or lower than what I said, but I think that.
And I think there's only one that we walked out not buying anything at. Two. Remember the first one?
Two, yeah. The very first one, was more like a museum than it was an antique store.
Yeah, that's right. That was day 2 next to the pastry shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy, this was something I picked up on the way down, and it very similar to the birthday month angels, or there's dogs and cats that sometimes we see for each month. But there's a whole, if you didn't know, there's a whole line of birthday pixies, one for each month. They are very hard to come by. And this one, he's ready to go back to school. He's got his apple to please the teacher and his little stack of books. I do believe these are made by Norcrest. They are very, very hard to find. So I was happy to find him. I've never had one of these before. Norcrest also did cats and dogs in different colors for each month. And they're all different color. They're all doing a little something different. So he was fun. And I love his big O ears. This whole collection is very cool. And I've seen pictures of them all, but I've never had the pleasure of having one. So he will be coming to a sale in August for certain. So he can go in a back to school display.
I only have one. And I have
Which one do you have? July?
April.
Oh, April.
We have December. We have the December one.
It looks like my collection it looks like our collection is coming together. Speaking of ceramic pixies, though, some of you likely have already seen this one because I posted it online on Instagram when I got it, and I got him because this is another regret. This is a set of 3 pixies, baseball pixies. This is the Empire. There's a pitcher and there's a batter as well. Pitcher and a batter as well. And I had the full set last year and I sold them. And these are the bigger ones. There's also smaller ones and I still have the smaller ones. So I found him. He has a repair on his arm. And that's why I bought him, because I know I won't sell him and I'll keep him this time. And I want to find the other 2 just to keep them. So he has a really good repair on his arm, but it's there nonetheless. But these are the ones that I didn't post that I wanted to show you. And these are some of the smallest. The smallest pixies I have in my collection right now are actually got from Amie. They're little pink cooks, chefs. These are even tinier. These are bone china, Japan, and they have the cutest expressions. And I bought a set of 3. They were 25% off.
So cute.
And they're tiny. And then this one, I just can't with this one. This one, oh my God.
Oh, that's my kind of pixie right there. Napping.
That was me at the end of a day shopping with these 2.
We all crashed and burned every single night after shopping.
Yes. All right, guys. These came from the Collectible and Antiques 84. And these are going to be available Monday night during Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday, because me and Bill, we're going to be joined by Fatbird Finds. So I find it a challenge, or I find it a quest that every time I sell with Fatbird Finds, Laura Mary Beth, that I bring a bird. So these Swedish blue birds will be available Monday night. They're Swedish glass, really, really mod. They're great. They come in different sizes. Some are larger, some have longer tails. These are the little chubby ones. So I love the blue. The blue of the Swedish glass pairs great with the Leo Ward, all of those bluebirds. So if you guys collect those, these kind of go with them. But both of these will be available Monday night. And I was so happy to find them, knowing that we were going to be selling the Fatbird Finds. So hopefully you guys can join me and Bill Monday night at 8. All right, Amy.
All right. So also from that 84 store, these guys, I can't believe that I found these both in the same store. So the first one is a tiny little kitty, meow meow, that's holding a little tiny ladybug in its paw. Really, really cute, with a green bow on the side. And then I also found this little Scotty dog with the ladybug on its head. I'm pretty sure this is Napco. I'm pretty sure this is 80s Napco. They did a whole little bisque animal series of figurines. But yeah, look how cute they are together with their little ladybugs.
They're good.
They're like
Amy.
little pals. So cute. Yeah, that store was really fun to go through. She just had a whole bunch of very different stuff just to look at.
And it was small, but it was amazing.
Small,
it was
yeah,
small but mighty.
And it was clean and it was quality. Like you didn't have to really guess if it was damaged. Like it was all organized and it was really, really clean and nice.
It was well staged and it was air conditioned.
It was.
So I got some Halloween too. I got 2 of the same. I think these are placemats. They're Hallmark, but I got them because it's always a challenge to come up with accessible, affordable Halloween vintage for people on our live sales when we do Halloween sales. Mm-hmm. So whenever I find something that I can offer at a much lower price, I like to get them. And again, there are 2. And then when I got them home, of course, I tested them and they glow the room up like crazy. All of the orange fluoresces. And I just think she's really cool. I love her face. I love that she has a little wart at the end of her chin with some hair on it. Yeah, so these are fun. They are one-sided. And I think they were likely meant to be placemats, but I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure they are. I've seen napkins with that same witch on it.
Okay, sorry. I just want to get that piece of tape off before it damaged it anymore. So I got this the last day, and these remind me of my childhood, of the early 80s. So these will be coming in an upcoming Christmas sale. They're Sesame Street and they're Big Bird Christmas lights. So you guys can see it's Big Bird. It's a hard blow mold plastic. That's a light cover. I tried to research these. I couldn't find any online. So I don't know how rare they are, but these will be coming. I love some Big Bird. And actually, if you guys check out my reels on Instagram, I actually found a diagram of how Big Bird works and how the person is in it. So if you go over and check it out, that actually shows that like the person is only up to the neck of Big Bird and then actually has its arm up into Big Bird's head to make its beak work and stuff. It was kind of really fascinating. So I added it to my story. So if you want to check it out, it was really neat. So these will be coming. They're untested. I don't know. But the fact that they have the box, somebody's going to need this because I'll tell you, in Mother Tucker's, the 1980s stuff is flying off the shelves. So it's really popular. So, oh, Brenda, that's so sweet. 6-year-old approved. So I think these would look great in somebody's Christmas. So they'll be coming in a few months when we start doing our Christmas sales.
I can't wait. All right. I was just taking a safety pin off of my next thing. So we have this lovely.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't buy it because it's a hat. It actually, the netting is torn on the back of it. I picked it up for the millinery on it. This was a very inexpensive, probably because it was all ripped up. And it's got some really pretty like fuchsia velvet ribbon that's on here too. But it has like its original tag in here from the maker. But yeah, I'm keeping this strictly for the flocked millinery flowers in orange and kind of hot pink. I don't have any colors in my flocked millinery in that color. So that was a fun find. That was from the last store that we went to too.
They'd be neat for your fall. Like they would look good with that one nut tin you have there and stuff.
Colors.
And I think we would all agree that Rave is also a good location for people to visit if
Yes.
they're in the area, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I got this next set at Rave, and it's 1965 Miller Studio Chalkware, and I showed it to Amie, and we both kind of had the same initial impression that it was maybe a little spendy for what it is, but for some reason, because of the quality, I just decided to get it. So it's these two little lammies. And for chalkware, they also have an interesting glaze on the top. They have that shinier glaze. They're not matte finished, but they're really, really cute. And they come with the little lady, who also I just think is so adorable, so kitschy cute.
They were in really nice condition, though.
They are in really good condition. And, you know, I talked myself into it. And then lo and behold, when I get up to the register and the owner who checked me out saw how much of her Tupperware I bought, I got a bit of a break. So now I don't feel bad at all about, you know, the little spendiness on these. But I just think this little set needs to be on a child's bedroom wall somewhere, not in an antique store. So I'm going to hunt for who that is.
Well, it wouldn't be a trip, and I'll show 3 sets if I didn't find them, try to source some salt and pepper shakers. So at that 84 store, I got these next 2 sets. These are really collectible. The little boudoir, the little, pantaloons, and the little naughty, like these are really, really collectible. So if you guys do some research, you'll see they sell immediately in my store, and I was able to get them at a good price. They have the cork stoppers. So these are great, you know, if you guys have like a little changing room, if you guys love like a little of the burlesque, a little of the pinup style stuff. So these will be coming to an upcoming live, and they are getting washed out. They are pink. So they're pink. Thank you so much, Goat. So then these will be coming to an upcoming live. These are Viking, and these are in the bullseye. I don't see these this often. Normally you see, what is it, Bill? The Georgian pattern, but these have all the little eyes on there. I thought these would be great if I saved them closer to like Halloween, because they glow like these spooky eyes almost, you know, Halloween. So they'll be coming to an upcoming live. These will not, because I've been looking for these for years, and I don't want to break them. I have never been able to source them that I could afford them for our collection. And I think Amie even took a double take when she saw them on the counter, because I got them for $14 or $15, which is a deal. So they're PY. They're the little Hawaiian little chicks. And we've wanted these. We collect the birds, the bluebirds, and some of the chicks. And to find the little hula chick, the little boy chick and girl chick in really good condition. They are marked PY on the bottom. So I am sorry, these are not going to come to a live sale. These are going to stay in the Mother Tucker collection because I love them so much. So I would say this was probably my first or second favorite find of the trip. Those shakers.
Those PY, those don't come around often. I think it's probably been close to 9 years since I had a set of those. They're a little bit harder to come by. So this piece. Ooh. This came from Rave as well. Now I'm on the fence if this is going to be added to my collection, because it's got pretty much everything I love in one. It is a music box. Mushrooms, bluebirds, deer, rabbit. It's got it all. Now, if I do decide to keep this, I live by the rule that if I keep something else out of my collection's got to go. And I do have some Christmas deer music boxes that I might part with, and if I decide to keep this one, because it's pretty cute, and it does work too. Tina was actually filming this booth, and we were kind of talking about stuff together in this particular booth. So when Tina puts her video out from when we were shopping at Rave, we find stuff on the shelf together, and I found this when I was shopping with Tina. So I don't know yet. So I haven't quite decided, but what song does it play? Usually it says on the bottom, and it doesn't. It doesn't say what it plays, but it does work.
Oh, it's that Nutcracker sweet song.
Yes. I know what it is now. Yeah, I had to listen to it for a minute. Yeah. So anyway, have to say.
What is it?
Um,
No, it's not Nutcracker. It's from that
something song. It's like
70s show, that 70s movie. Love Story. Yes, Kelly knew it. Love Story. That's what it is.
Yep. Okay. And it's just going to chime away now because I twisted it.
So I was lucky enough to get a few gifts as well. In addition to Pepper, my pixie, Jason and Tina brought me this amazing pixie card, which I love. I'm so glad you weren't filming me when I opened this up because it was a surprise to me. I looked at the card and then I looked at the back of it because there's this really sweet note from Grammy. And Grammy said, "Hi, honey, don't eat too many Easter eggs." And I just love that. I thought it was so cool. And then I was like, oh, let me look at what's on the inside. And I just had no idea that it was going to be this. A trifold of pixies with little flower hats on their head. Love it, love it, love it. And then just moments later, Mama Pam passes me a little package she put together for me, which is totally my thing. She gave me all of these garden-related antique, this is 1919, antique and vintage books. So this is a garden guide and record, a record book. Gardeners still today, but would have these record books where they would keep notes of what they planted, when they planted it, and then a book on helpful garden and orchard suggestions, and then a planting guide from Sears Roebuck. But what really struck me, and it's actually the smallest of the 4 pieces in here, was this one on the Victory Garden. And I think I mentioned before to some of you that I'm a professor and I was a Peace Corps volunteer. But what I really teach is public health and food systems. And when I lived in Africa, my whole 4-year project was based on the Victory Garden program here in the United States. So it has like layers and layers of significance to me. So Mama Pam, thank you so much. I love them.
She found all of that in Elkhorn at the show. At the show, she dug through a box of ephemera for quite a while. So yeah, she enjoyed finding all that for you.
Well, on Saturday, we left early because we had to be back home to man the store. So as I was fighting the Peppercini War, the first place that we stopped at, I was fortunate enough that we found some Holt Howard. So we don't have this in our collection, so it's going to stay in our collection. So we found the little T for 2 with the cute little dogs on them. So this is Holt Howard. It's not stamped, but it would have sat on top of your teacup, and then you would have strained your tea out of the top. Now, Amie, did they come with? I don't recall. I have the book which I sold. Did they come with a cup? Is this missing a cup, or is this the way they came?
Just a standalone
like
tea bag.
that.
They did ones with the cozy cats too.
Yes. So this little guy, and I have to tell you, this was a deal. So guys, as we all tell you, and even as a shop owner, go out, hit your malls. You're gonna find stuff. It's not all going to be high price. This was actually $15, and they were 20% off. So I was able to find a piece of Holt Howard. Thank you, Kelly, another fellow Holt Howard collector. $12, and there's no chips, there's no cracks. There might be a little rub on the one dog's nose, but as you guys know, this Holt Howard stuff is always prone to little rubs, not necessarily chips, but like rough spots. So happy to add that to our Holt Howard collection.
I was very excited to find these. I believe this was at the store where Jason got the little spun cotton Christmas lights in the box. These were to showcase in the bottom, and not one Maruri butterfly girl, but 2. I was like, yes, I need in this case, please. They're in great shape too. There's no chips or anything wrong with these. So very happy to find some more of these lovely ladies. I just love these. They're just so different from most of the other kind of like pixies or butterfly things that we usually see. So I love those.
So I did find some planters out there, and one of the companies that I love, you've all heard this before so much, is McCoy. I've been collecting McCoy planters for like 30 years. And one of the first designs that I collected were these basket weave planters. And these smaller sizes have become really difficult to find because in the early 2000s, Martha Stewart did a whole spread in Martha Stewart Living. I still have the issue because it's made my life horrible the last 20 years, where these went up in value so much that for this size, it's hard to find one under $30, at least in our area anymore. And I found this one for $12, 20% off. And I don't have any brown. As you can see, I have them all back here. I don't have any brown in my collection at this size. The bigger ones I do. So I was really excited. And then if you saw my recent video on the way home, you know that I found a bunch more too. So it may not look significant or impressive, but for me, this is a big deal.
All right, Amie, I'm going to need a little help with this because I know what it is, but I forget the artist's name. So I found this really kitschy elephant tin. It is actually a toffee candy tin. So it still has its original candy label on the side. And what artist did you say?
It's Brad Keeler.
Brad Keeler. So I love it. It's going to be in an upcoming sale. It'll probably come to a Fantastic Finds with Amie. But super cute little elephant, great little kitsch. Nice size. There is some wear, but I think the wear is appropriate for it. And Amie, I think this is what, 1950s?
40s.
40s. Okay, 1940s.
That's good.
All right. Love it.
All right. I did pick up some salt and pepper shakers. These ones were unusual. I had never seen these before. I haven't had a chance to do any research, but they're little butterfly salt and pepper shakers. And the butterfly even has a little face on them. Perched on the flower, they're pink butterflies. I think they're showing pretty true to color. They're just different and unusual. They are Japan corked on the bottom. So I haven't had time to do any research, so I'm really not sure. Have you seen these before, Jason?
I have, and I'm trying to pick my brain to remember who made them.
They're very nice detailed. They kind of give me like a Lefton feel because Lefton did the beeline ceramics, although I don't really know for sure, but they're very cool. I really liked them. They were different.
So my next one is also a planter, but completely different genre of planters. And I sold all of the ones I had like this last year, and another regret. So I found a Napco partridge in a pear tree planter. And I think some of you know that this comes in other sizes and other designs. And ever since I brought those to sale, I was like, oh gosh, I really miss him because I just love the face on him. And I just love the fact that even the salt and pepper shakers, they're all holding the little partridge in a pear tree. So I found him at a 25% off Christmas booth. So he had to come home with me. Love, love, love him. And a flat back. I've talked about that before too. Love the flat backs.
And Bill, usually when I find those always have, for some reason, a lot of paint loss.
Yeah, the red gets really lost on this. Look at this one.
Yeah,
nothing.
Really
this person, I don't know if you all remember, this was the store where there were the two levels and then the basement level. And right when you walked in, there was that big Christmas booth with the 25% off or something. Do you remember that store when we were down on we had to walk outside and go back in around?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was this Christmas booth.
All right. These I might hold on to the fall. I don't know, but I got these at that 19 store. They're the little chipmunks, or would you say these are little squirrels? Would you say it's a little squirrel, Amie, or a little chipmunk?
I think they're in the same rodent family, so
Okay.
It's whatever you want them to be.
Cute little chain family in super good condition. They are Japan, but there is no marking on them, so don't want to drop them. Let me show you the other baby. So there's the other baby right there. Super cute. Come on now, focus for me. So there you go. It doesn't want to focus, but we'll focus on the mommy. These are super cute. They're never easy to show on a live, but they'll be coming to an upcoming sale. Hopefully they'll be able to be rehomed. I love them. I love the round faces. The round is really, really kitschy on those, and I feel like I'm abusing those poor babies. But there you go. Now you can see the babies are in really good shape as well. So they'll be coming to an upcoming live too and be offered, and hopefully they get a new home. No, Kelly, I didn't find any more Holt Howard. That was the only piece I found. And I think out of all of us, Amie found the dish, the Holt Howard tree dish.
We didn't really see any.
No, there was not a lot. I can safely say, Kelly, there wasn't anything that we really passed up because there was nothing really there except for what we bought.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to show two things together because I think they kind of go together, and I might actually sell them together. So, well, I do love a good nut cup. I found this on my way home. And this particular, this came from I-76 Antique Mall. And this particular booth, they have like 8 booths throughout the entire mall. And I went back through because I found this at their last one. I was like, did I miss these? Are there more of these? Because like on stuff like this, I look at the little kitty eating ice cream. It's just really good. It's really, really good. So I wanted to find more. But this was the only one that they had. So I got it anyway, but I'm probably going to make a little bundle perhaps of things that coordinate with the nut cup. And these are 2 little miniature Napco, little bisque kitty and mouse. And they're made by Napco. They do have the little foil stickers, but look how cute. I mean, don't they go together?
Oh, they're adorable.
Right? So I might make a little bundle of vintage cuteness to go inside of the nut cup. So,
Amie, do you remember the name of the mall that Bill was talking about just a moment ago? Remember upstairs? It was filled with mid-century. It was the one where I got to hold Howard Blythe. There was a good one out there to go to. And if we can't think of it, I'll DM you the name. If you're ever out there, you're going to love it. They have furniture. They have lighting.
That was the Lincoln Highway Hub.
Yes, the Lincoln Highway Hub. If anybody's looking for the Mecca of mid-century, whether it be glass to furniture to kitsch.
I filmed at the Lincoln Highway Hub. So my video is going to come out on Sunday for that. So you'll get a really good feel for it. Although, like, there's some really cool stuff, especially mid-century, and really cool mid-century decor stuff at that mall. Yeah.
That's where those ceramic pieces we showed you earlier in the rocking chairs were.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So good.
Yep.
So I've been so busy at work, my actual job this week. I'm unpacking right now because I didn't get a chance to unpack everything. But I'm now, I forgot I got some of this stuff. I forgot I got a fairy lamp.
You did?
When did you get a fairy lamp?
And I remember it, I don't remember, but I remember it being a really good price and I couldn't pass it up because it's a beautiful custard glass fairy lamp. Jason, I can't do you remember, Amie? I don't remember. I mean, I remember it now that
I remember it, but I don't remember where you got it.
I think this was at the one with the nice older couple. I think I got this there.
Oh, okay.
Route 19.
Route 19.
Yeah, but it's just a really lovely fairy lamp with a rose motif, 2 roses on the front, 1 on the back. This will be coming to a sale.
Well, we saved this because we're going to repurpose it. And actually, we bought this at the Route 30 hub, which had the mid-century stuff. So this is actually the Brucilla. It's an old one. And it's actually a kit for poodle pillows. So it was pretty much complete as far as we can tell. It wasn't a bad price. It was only $8. So the color isn't the color we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the decal for the poodles, and we're going to use it and make pillows in the color that we want. Hopefully we can find some vintage fabric to do so. So then once we photocopy the things, this might come up in an upcoming live sale. If somebody actually wants to do the pillows are supposed to be in this red, black, and gold. So it's not really our color, but we're hoping to at least mimic it exactly. So mimic it and make the pillows, except not in the color that came in that set. So.
All right, I'm going to show 2 more things together. They're kind of ephemera. So one is definitely older than the other one. But the first thing is this really cool cardboard rose incense box. It is made in Japan. I know it's not coming in as clear as I want it to. There we go. I love the graphics on it. It's just a simple little box. It's empty on the inside. But again, I was thinking like maybe sneaking something into like a little mystery box, filling it with something else in there. But I really liked that little graphics. And then this is pretty cool. I loved the graphics on this. Very what do I want to say? It's not deco. What's the other one?
Art Nouveau.
Art Nouveau, yeah.
Very
Thank
Nouveau.
you. My brain is just totally fried. So it's a fan. It's a little fan, but it's also a tally card on the back, which is cool. There's no. It's made by the Henderson line out of Cincinnati, and it's not used either, which is cool. But I could use this right now since
That's how she was walking around the store too, because it was really hot.
Well, there were a lot of stores that we went to that did not have air conditioning, and it was hot. So yeah, we sweated. We sweated hunting for vintage quite a few times. So yeah,
like that one with that 6-foot aluminum tree, that was life-threatening. That place.
Oh my God! Yeah, upstairs it was like an oven, like a convection oven.
Yeah.
So I got some Easter, some kitschy cute Easter, really replacing the ones that I had this year. I got these adorable little flock chicks. I love them. They both have their Japan sticker still on them. So cute. And I was really happy to find them. I don't find these all that often, although Jason did introduce me to a shop in Pennsylvania. I don't even remember what town that was in, Jason, but that owner had a lot of good stuff too. But they're really cute.
That's right. Up in Hamburg. The one up in Hamburg.
Yep.
All right. I think this is going to come to an upcoming live sale, but I have a friend who might want it. So I really enjoyed this. I love the fact that this got sent through the mail. It's actually from California, and it actually advertises a little burlesque, and it's a restaurant. So if you guys love burlesque and you love pinups, she's really cute. And then actually on the inside, it is their menu. So they have their menu on the inside with these really great pinup graphics. I thought it'd be really, really neat. It was sent in the mail. And let me see here. What do you get? For $1.95, and I don't even know if there's a date on here. I can tell you that it's a 5-digit phone number. So it's probably early 50s. So you could get the special barbecue dinner for $1.95 at the Burlesque restaurant and hangout. You got a chef's salad bowl, barbecued ribs in the basket with French fries, and a coffee. Everything there came with a coffee. That's what I love. I love these old menus. The fact that this is still around is just awesome. And I didn't even read what was on the back. So I'm kind of anxious to read now what was on the back. I didn't even think about it. So, yep. I don't know. It's just neat. I love the graphics. Okay. Back to you, Amie.
All right. Well, I love to look for books. I really didn't find very many, honestly. I tried to, but this one I did pick up on my way home on Sunday. And usually I just find one piece of this book. I never find it all together. It's usually either torn apart or it's just one little piece of it, but it is held together with a string. And it's complete. It has all the pieces to it. So this is from 1941. And there's 4 different little storybooks here. So the first one is the story of the little bear, and he's got his little apple. Really, this series of books is just really, really good. Again, 1941. And then we've got the story of the little duck and rabbit. And then, and you can see how easily that these would probably get torn and missing pieces. The story of the little dog. Look at that rabbit at the
my God.
On the back.
So
good. And then the last one is the story of the little kitten there. So yeah, great graphics on this one. Very happy to find that book on my way home. So yes.
So I found some books too, and the ones I found are from 1958, and they're all real cloth books. So they're not they're actual cloth books, and they're in really good condition. Someone did write a name at the top of each one, but when you go through them, they're just beautiful with the graphics, really, really cute. So there's this one, Mother Goose Tales, and then I got this one. I love the cover on this one. Baby Animals with this little kitten with his little turtle.
Oh, the pictures in that one are so cute.
They are really good. Like, oh.
The squirrel.
Yeah. So good. And then I got Baby's Pets.
Where did you find these, Bill? Were we together when you found these?
No, I think Amie saw me get them, but I couldn't leave them behind just because I don't think the booth owner knew.
Right.
They were just they were priced so well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so those are fun too.
All right, this is definitely going to go to the store. I'm not going to ship this, but I did get this epic mid-century clock, and it does work. So I don't know if you guys can get the full gist of it. It has all these atomic spurs that come off of it. It does work. It does plug in. I got it for a steal. I think it was $28. So this was at the Route 19. So in really good condition. It is all metal and tin. The only thing is that if you guys need one of these clocks and you don't have an outlet to plug it in, this wouldn't suit your needs. But you can retrofit these now with battery ones, but you would have to take the time to redo it. So you're not getting a full gist of it, but each tip here has these little metal leaves on them, and then all those other atomic spurs. And it is made by, doesn't really say, it just says model. So I don't know the company, and see what it says on the face. What does it say on there? It says something Arts. Oh, it says Bel Air Arts. I've never heard of it. So,
Jason, your wish might come true. It looks like Blythe's going to drive down to Adamstown for it. She loves it.
All right. It's in really good, clean condition. A lot of times the metal on these are all pitted up. I got to tell you, it's super clean. If we had the room, it would be going on our wall. So that was, and thank you, Bill, for allowing me to cart that around in the back of your SUV that day.
The bill is in the mail. Don't worry.
Okay. Tina will cover it. She'll cover it.
Storage fee, just a small storage fee. Yeah. I did pick up one piece of framed artwork. This just spoke to me. I hope that my camera can get in here and show it. It is German, and it does have a small title here at the bottom. I know it's not going to focus. It is signed also here in the corner, and it's this illustration of this lovely pixie amongst the flowers. And I was able to translate what it says there at the bottom, and it says darling of fortune. But the bleeding hearts, flowers, I just really liked it. And the frame is just a simple frame. It spoke to me that I needed to pick it up because I thought it was something special. Definitely very ethereal kind of pixie, like pair it with, something like this. Looks really good together like that. So that's why I picked that up. I really like that.
I love that too. I remember when I saw it in the store.
I just said, I know you're going to pair something good with that and make a bundle out of it. Yep.
So I just completed a set. I have had his two little buddies, but not him. This is one of the Lefton insect pixies. They all have a different insect, and this one has the ladybug on his head. And I was so super excited to find him because I've been looking for a long, long time. It does have a beautiful Lefton sticker on the bottom as well. So this is going up with the other guys over here. And finally, the three have been reunited.
Blythe, if you're interested, DM me. I can send you pictures of it. And maybe if Bill would bring it up for you or tell you how to get to my shop, we'll work it out. So if you're really interested in the clock, DM me, Blythe, and we'll work something out if you're able to come pick it up. So, or maybe Bill would be nice enough and charge you a small fee to deliver it to you. So, all right. I picked up, and I'll make it brief.
Oh, wow.
I picked up some of these wallpaper samples. So I don't know if it's going to do these justice, but we're going to repurpose these. So I grabbed anything that had to do with fish or had to do with anything mod. So here, could you imagine doing your kitchen in this wallpaper? See if I can show you. Look at that. And it actually has real glitter on it. So that was one of the samples. These were $1.60 each, I think. They were
Jason dug in a box of wallpaper samples for at least 15 or 20 minutes.
I took a nap.
Yes. So I'll make it brief, but some of these we're going to repurpose. You can see there are seashells, and some of these are great because there's actual companies that if you can scan the graphic in, they can remake it for you. So there's one or two that I really, really want to show you guys. I found some poodles, but this I love. If you guys love flower power, look at the designs on this. Hopefully that's coming through so you guys can see everything on there. The
They're
little
cool.
partridge, the little flowers. So, and then they have, I think, the names on the back. I think this one was called Patchwork. So that was, and Amie had said to me, what are you going to do with these? I like to take them because you can actually research them then. Like if you actually have the name.
I love the colors in that one.
Yeah.
So, and again, these graphics would be great to scan in and repurpose, maybe even cut out and use. And I just want to show the poodles, but I can't seem to find them that easy. So if you just bear with me one moment, I thought I knew where they were, but there was 2 sets of poodles. The fish aren't going to show through that well. Oh, this one. Oh, my Lord. If you guys could imagine having this in your bathroom, could you imagine that? Look at all those flowers.
Oh, I love that one too.
So good. And there was some that I left. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at the poodle. Look at that poodle. Hopefully that's coming through. You guys can see that. She's a little pink poodle. And then I got the one in pink. And then I'll just quickly show this one. I wish they would have shown more of it, but however the sample was cut, it just had the little blue one on it right there. And I love that they're playing with the butterfly. So we're going to find something to do with these, but they would be great for scrapbooking. You're exactly right, Lisa. They would be. So, hey, at $1.60 each, just to have the availability to scan them if we wanted to and make wallpaper or repurpose them, they were worth it.
I did buy one piece of jewelry. I had a couple of these a couple months ago, and I had never seen them before when I found the original ones, but I found another of the little painted, teeny tiny little Russian nesting doll, little clip-on pins. I found this on my way home at the I-76 Antique Mall, and I love the bright yellow. I think the other ones I had were red or pink and blue, I think were the other colors that I had found previously, but I think they're just so cute and tiny, very different. So that was the only piece of jewelry that I picked up on the trip.
Well, probably not surprisingly, I did find some more planters. And if any of you have seen my collection of lady planters over on Instagram, I've posted it a few times. I found 2 this time. And this one I've had before, but I did sell her. But I bought her for a specific reason, for educational purposes. And I'll tell you in a minute why. But this one I've never had before. I think she's lovely. This is a colorway and a design. It almost looks like foxglove to me. And look at the color of her hair too. So in many ways, she's just really special. She's only marked Japan on the bottom. I haven't had a chance to research her, but so many people ask me why these vintage planters don't have drainage in them. And it's a really good question. Someday I'll do a whole video on it. But one thing you should know about some of these planters is there were molds that had drainage holes in them, but they weren't popular. People didn't sell them. So what the companies ended up doing, this initially would have been a rubber plug, but because people didn't want them, the companies actually, they didn't want to make new molds. So they actually put ceramic plugs in the bottom so that they weren't leaking all over people's tables. And one of the answers to why these vintage planters didn't have drainage in them is because house plant keepers of the time knew how to water their plants appropriately. And likely had the time to do that. But she was special. But the reason I bought her is because I've had her multiple times. She comes in other colors. Never have I found one also with the plug in the bottom. Never. So it was really fun to find 2 that are really, they both have anomalies in them, which that's why I just bought them for that reason. So happy to find that.
I don't think I've ever come across one with a rubber stopper.
Me neither.
I don't think I have.
Now I'm going to look. Maybe
I know we're all going to be
right.
I've only found 2 or 3 over time. Most of them were plugged up with ceramic.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that, Bill. Well, thank you for that. I found a little diamond pottery pup. I love the diamond pottery. I didn't find any of the Rumple Squeaks this time, and I'm fresh out of those guys. And I think this is the only piece of diamond pottery that I have right now. But I do love the little puppy, especially with the little paw up in the air. Cute. So cute.
I found new old stock. These were only $3, and we're either going to repurpose them or we're going to use them to we're either going to sell them, repurpose them, or use them to hang our curtains in our bathroom. So they're old stock shower curtain rings. They are in plastic, and they're seahorses. It's a whole new old stock set in really good condition. And what I love is twofold. Number one, there is little seahorses on the box, and it has its original price tag. What does it say? It's from C.C. Murphy Company, 2 packs for 29 cents. I'll go back and take a whole case of them if they're at that price. So super cute, really neat. Again, I don't know if we're going to use them to hang curtains in our bathroom. I don't think we'll actually use them in the shower because they'll break too easy. But they're these neat little plastic 1950s seahorse shower curtains. And if we don't keep them, they might come to a future mermaid bathroom sale maybe. So maybe I can convince my buddy, partner in crime, to have another mermaid bathroom sale with me. I don't know.
Jason, this is scary. The object I'm holding in my hand right now.
Oh my God.
Before you even said it. So I found this, Jason saw this when I got it. I found this little pink baby fish rattle, which is really gorgeous. It's in great condition. A lot of times the seams on these are really yellowed and in bad condition. This one is great. The paint on the lips is great. But what I also love about it is a little nostalgia because it does have its original box as well. It doesn't have the top on the box anymore, but it does have the original box. And as I was standing in the store, I said, Jason, I think I need this for a mermaid bathroom sale.
Yeah.
Totally not planning he was going to say that when he did.
I mean, people are saying they would like to see another one. So
we can do this. We can do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny, Catherine. I just saw your comment.
Yeah. I did find one other book. This one is pretty cool. I've never come across this one in particular before. I'm hoping that my camera will capture. Do you see the teeny tiny little pixie fairies that are amongst the flowers in here? So it's a little poem book. And then we've got some grasshoppers down here at the bottom. But look at the front cover. It just...
Yeah, this is good. This was at that 19.
It
this
was
about 19.
Yeah. Such cute. Oh my gosh. I mean, just this alone was worth me getting the book for. But there's illustrated little poems that go throughout the book here. Really cute. I had not seen this one before. There's a little circus one. So there's kind of a mixture of color graphics, and then there's just some black and white ones that go through here as well. But really fun book. I was trying to see if I could find a publishing. Oh, I didn't even see this. Finding Fairies. Look at this.
Oh, that would look so great photocopied and framed.
Oh man. All right, this is cool. 1945. It is a Whitman Publishing book. Very cute. So that was the only other book that I found, but it's a good one.
All right, Bill.
I think we started in the opposite direction again.
We did.
Yeah,
it was probably me. Sorry.
Go for it, Bill.
So I bought a lot of pottery too. So let me just show you a couple pieces. I think some of you have seen this one before because I did sell it a few months ago. But when I find a beautiful piece, huge piece of hull, literally that needs a home and is way underpriced, I'm going to get it. So I think many of you know this is the Hull Butterfly line. This is one of their larger vases. It coordinates with this shelf of pottery back here. And I can't resist this one and the Serenade line. If you saw my recent video, you saw that as well. Really, I love the colors. It's aqua and blue and pink, just really nice. But look at the size of this. This is a statement piece.
It's a big piece.
Yeah, really, really nice.
I wish we had room to collect that pattern. That got me even more into that when you started bringing it, Bill. I love it.
Jason, here's the deal. Collect it, because I'm not of the mindset of one thing in, one thing out. I'm of the mindset one thing in, buy a bigger house. So if you need a place to store your collection, I'm the guy.
Next time you see Tina, if you can start laying that foundation for me, I could use the assistance. So, all Okay, when I found this, I'm just going to say the first person that came to my mind was Glowy Girl. Not saying that Glowy Girl is going to buy this when I sell it. When I saw this, I thought of you. So I hope you're still here in the chat. But she is a little sewing girl. She's very, very Nouveau Deco sort of looking. I actually think she's probably from the 1920s or the 1930s. And I think she would have been a little sewing partner and she'd have been a little pin cushion. So
That's really cute.
She really isn't used. I don't think that she was used all that often. It has a vintage spool of yarn on it, but she's going to be coming to an upcoming live sale. I just thought she was really adorable and really cute. And I think it's oilcloth is what I think it is that has the eyes and mouth painted on it. And then they, of course, have the hat safety pinned on it, and they're older safety pins. So this will be coming to a future sale in really good condition. I love it. I think it's sweet.
Very cute. All right, this is my last thing to show, and then I am out of stuff. So I've pretty much covered all my finds. So I have two little mini mugs. I can't remember where I bought these. These might be in my video. I can't remember if I picked these up at the last place or not, but little mini ceramic Santa mug. I love the teeny tiny ones. And the cold paint on this is like really, really good condition. There's no chipping or paint loss on him. And then the jack-o'-lantern one is hard plastic. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with him yet, but they were in the same booth and I couldn't leave them behind. So those are my last finds for the trip.
Good, because I have about one more round too, Amy. So that'll work out.
Well, I'm
perfect.
literally opening up things right now that I completely forgot that I bought. Like these. This is my last item, I guess. These Enesco salt and pepper shakers, which I forgot I even got them.
I remember these.
This is the backside. I like it because it's floral. But if you're not familiar with these, they are poodle salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah.
They are just adorable. They're in great condition. They have their stickers and they come with the coordinating spoon rest. Mm-hmm. How awesome is this? Kitschy cute. These will be coming to a sale. So someone may be able to grab these. Aren't they great?
I didn't realize that was the spoon rest, Bill. I thought it was the ashtray because every time I find them, it comes with the ashtray. That spoon rest is really hard to find.
It is
harder than the ashtray.
And the people in the store thought this was an egg cup, but you could put an egg in it. It would fit
one
an
deviled egg.
But it says spoons. It says spoons on it. So.
All right, we collect minis. That's why I like to sell minis. So my last two things, these will be in our collection. So this is actually stamped England. So this cute little mini, tiny little mouse is going to go in our small collection because we collect the Hagen Renekers and we collect bone china. And this little guy will go with that. And then this, we collect Christ or crest items, if you guys know. And this guy, we got it to first place. And it's a dog. I don't know if the eyelashes are going to. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can see the eyelashes right there. He's got his monocle, or they got their monocle, the ring. I love this gaudiness. I love this kitschiness. So Tina and I have a couple of these style of the Christ pieces, and this one will go with it and stay with us for a while. And it
wasn't missing any of the rhinestones.
Yeah. I mean, it even has, look, it has its ring on its paw there and the ring there. Like this, to me, my God, if I would have lived in the 1950s and walked into a store and saw a shelf of these, I would have wanted one in every dog and every color. So, Kelly, yeah, I know. I love the tiny things too. So I feel like you can collect more of them. You know, you can fit more of them in your little curio cabinet when you have tiny. So, Bill, you got some catching up to do. Do you have another one that you want to show? Or okay?
I'm good. I mean, I have so much more back here that I haven't unpacked. I'm probably going to do just a video and post it.
Gotcha.
There's so much more.
Gotcha. Bill did get a lot of stuff. He got a lot of bigger stuff too.
Yes.
Well, you can kind of see behind him on the floor that big Santa.
I got two of those.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
And that's the styrofoam Santa head.
Yes. Yeah. Which I was afraid that my clock was going to damage it. I kept trying to move it in the trunk. I didn't want it to hurt. So,
well, that guy you just showed looks like he's from the same world of this guy.
Yes, he is. Where did you get him?
I don't know.
Did you get him? Okay.
No, this wasn't from this trip. This was
I didn't think. Yeah. Well, I'm going to need a tag when you sell that. So.
Well, if you guys weren't here at the beginning, before Bill popped on, Jason and I shared a lot of our Christmas stuff. So if you
Yes.
missed that at the beginning, we showed a lot of the Christmas at the
Yes.
beginning part before Bill came in. So yeah, if you came in late, I will have this posted here so you can watch the replay if you want. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. A lot of fun. We found so much good stuff in Pittsburgh.
did.
I do want to go back at some point for sure.
Yes. So don't forget, gang, we're all posting our videos of the Pittsburgh trip. Bill has already posted one. So if you guys haven't seen Bill's latest, please head on over. Make sure you check that out. Tina's going to be dropping ours tomorrow. So hopefully a notification goes out. There'll be some content. We'll be going out tomorrow. I think she's looking in the afternoon or early evening. So and Amie, you always drop your videos on
Sundays. Yes. Sunday afternoon is usually when I drop my videos. So, yep, I got to get it edited. I just filmed the ending of it today. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
So, gang, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let us know what you think. It looks like the chat did. Hopefully when we do this again, we'll do it just like this again. I think this was fun, showing all of our finds. And I think the discussion was really great. So, guys, this was awesome. And Amie, thank you so much for hosting it and having this on your channel. It was so fun.
Absolutely. And I had so much fun shopping with the both of you. We had a lot of laughs. And we had a lot of good food while we were together, too. So
and a few too many pepperoncinis for some of us.
A few too many, yeah.
Just a wee few too many. And,
and if you need if you're in Pittsburgh and you need restaurant recommendations, let us know. But if you don't know what the Eaton Park is, because I didn't know what it is, oh my God.
It's
a salad bar lover. I could eat there every day.
It's the place for smiles. It's a place for smiles. So.
Well, I will say Mama Pam left a Google review for the Eaton Park that we stopped and ate at. And it takes a lot for her to leave a review. And they responded to her.
Really?
For her positive review. Yeah, they did.
Right.
Get the fried zucchini. That is what I recommend.
Well, I hope they're going to give her a voucher for some free Smiley cookies then at least. So.
Something.
Gosh, yeah.
Right.
All
right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I can't believe that we have been sitting here for over 2 hours showing all the stuff, but we did get a lot of stuff. So it actually doesn't really surprise me that much. So thank you guys again for hanging out with us tonight. I'm glad we had a lot of fun, familiar faces in the chat tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the stuff that we found. So definitely pay attention to our community tabs, our Instagrams. I did put Jason and Bill's information down in the description of the video. If for some reason you're not following them already, just pay attention when we have upcoming live sales. We all do reels and shorts and post stuff on our community tabs, Instagrams, previews for anything that's coming up for sale. So thank you guys again so much, and have an awesome rest of your night and your week. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.